Right, hello and welcome back to the Football Chat Live. We're here back with Premier League action. It's Boxing Day. We've never streamed a Boxing Day before, but we've got a big game today. We thought, you know what, might as well go live, might as well cover it. Should be an absolute cracker. Harry joins me as always, the resident Villa fan, preparing for a potential slaughter.
Absolutely.
Or is it going to be a feast at Villa Park? Who's going to be the happier of the two on Boxing Day, do you reckon, between Villa and Liverpool?
I think it's going to be a closer game than everyone expects, but obviously you know who I'm going to say. I think Villa are going to come out on top, but I guess we'll soon see.
Yeah, welcome to the stream, Ryan Tune, by the way, with a classic high full stop, and we have 6 votes in the poll on chat to kick us off. 67% in favour of Aston Villa.
Obviously.
I reckon you've brought a few Villa fans along, or you've got all your alt accounts together and you're buzzing over Aston Villa, but yeah, so at the moment, chat's favourites of Villa. As we know, that will change probably after Liverpool score their 5th, but you never know. Maybe they'll stick with their deluded views. So yeah, weird to be back. The last game we covered was the World Cup final, which feels like it's been about a month. It's not. It was a week yesterday. But yeah, has been a nice, refreshing week off.
It has. Premier League's back now.
We're back in
It's been a good day, I think, so far. Premier League action. We've seen some absolute crackers of games. Late drama.
You'd expect no less from a Boxing Day set of fixtures, would you?
For the same team, Crystal Palace.
I'm right to ask, how are we doing today? Loving it. It's Boxing Day, isn't it?
Premier League's back. Couldn't ask much more.
Some Premier League action.
Love to top it off with Villa win tonight.
Yes. Shall I get into the lineup?
And there's a pretty big player missing between the sticks for Aston Villa.
There is. We do actually get some stadiums now, since we're not playing in empty Goldfish Bowl. So we are at Villa Park tonight as Aston Villa prepare to take on Liverpool. They line up with Robin Olsen between the sticks. It is then a flat four of Ashley Young, Ezri Konsa, Tyrone Mings and Luca Dean. Then across the four in midfield, what's his face? Unai Emery uses in this first 11. It's McGinn, Kamara, Lewis and Bailey. Then Buendia and Watkins up front. Now, I'd expect this to be a 4-3-3.
It is a 4, I don't know if it was changed.
McGinn, Kamara, Lewis, midfield 3. Bailey one side, Buendia the other, Watkins through the middle.
That's what it was. Why has football changed that?
I don't know. Maybe it just fancied John McGinn right mid. And he does take the armband as well. The big Scotsman, John McGinn. As for the visitors, as for Liverpool, they line up with Alisson between the sticks. There's in a flat four of Trent. Interesting to see him start. Matip, Van Dijk and Robertson. Their midfield 3 consists of captain Jordan Henderson, Fabinho and Thiago. It's Salah on the right, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain on the left. I know, rolling back the years. And Darwin Núñez leading the line. We know he's scoring tonight, don't we?
No, we don't.
You despise this man, and he's going to score.
If he scores tonight, I'm very annoyed.
I'll be buzzing. I'll be singing his song.
Yeah, I think it's a good Liverpool side, obviously. It's going to be very tough for Villa to come out on top today. But, Trent is a weakness. Up against Leon Bailey. We know how good Leon Bailey is.
It's a good Liverpool side, but it's not a great Liverpool side.
Chamberlain on the left isn't going to offer too much of a threat. And Ashley Young, despite being a veteran of the side now, has shown that when he is called upon, he produces some massive performances.
Yeah.
And obviously Matty Cash on the bench because, he's been at the World Cup, probably needs a bit of rest. A. Martinez still out partying with Argentina.
Did you see Unai Emery in his interview saying that
he's going to have a chat with him?
He's going to have a chat with them over a celebration.
Patrick Vieira wasn't very happy with him either, but I think he's just an angry French man.
Yeah, right.
But apart from that, I think Olsen does worry me.
Yeah, I do think that's a weakness for Villa tonight, especially considering how strong this Liverpool team could be.
And if we remember what happened when he played in the Newcastle game, he had a bit of a howler. And the United game in the Carabao Cup, where he gave. If Emmy had started that game over Olsen, Aston Villa would be sitting in the Carabao Cup right now.
Yeah.
But alas,
probably
it was Robin Olsen and he had a shocker. He is going to need a big performance tonight. He is going to be tested by the likes of Salah, by the likes of Núñez.
Yeah. Speaking of which, with Mo Salah there, do you think he'll find some form in the second half of the season?
Usually he doesn't. That's the whole big thing is Christmas.
Yeah, but then equally he usually has a good start this season. By Salah's standards, he's been pretty terrible.
He hasn't been great.
Would you expect him to, show a little more the second half of the season?
I think he's going to get chances today. But you could argue today, maybe, if he scores 2 today, he carries that on. If he doesn't score another one, maybe he dips down a bit in form.
Yeah, I think people are massively underestimating how close this game's going to be. It's very similar to the Brentford-Tottenham one. It's a game that on paper, a lot of the media will just go, Liverpool winning it. But actually, if you look at the game, this is a Villa side that are under Unai Emery now, who is a quality coach, have been playing well in the one game I've seen them so far.
And I think, especially, I'm not being biased, I think going forward, Villa carry a threat. And this is what I mean.
Yeah.
I feel like we've got two very good attacks on display, but we have two defences that are good, but if tested enough, will make the errors.
So Watkins rings also is the big call. Do you think he's got it right with Ollie Watkins?
I do. I look back to the 7-2 win against Liverpool 2 years ago, and I just think pace in behind Trent, in behind Matip, especially in behind Van Dijk, he's going to cause problem, Ollie Watkins. And we've seen it with Liverpool.
That's quite evident with what they've gone for in their front three. Buendia will tuck in a little bit more and maybe allow Ashley Young to push on and overlap. But he was tucking a bit more, those balls over the top, those balls in behind, into Watkins, into Bailey.
Yeah.
Sensational. I think that's exactly how Villa will try and play.
We've seen it with Villa's defence as well. Liverpool's defence, sorry. The two games I remember is not only that 7-2, but I remember Chelsea-Liverpool when Timo Werner kept getting in behind with those diagonal runs with quick pace. He got in behind the defence.
Chelsea lost that day though.
They did lose that day.
If I remember correctly. Or it's a 3-3 draw.
But
and City clinched the title.
I think Villa have a chance tonight. I really, really do.
Oh no, wasn't that the year Liverpool won the league?
Yeah.
Yeah. They clinched the title with a 3-3 draw. That
was really disappointing. But Villa Park is packed out tonight.
Yeah.
But yeah,
probably getting some predictions considering we are under 2 minutes away from kick-off now.
I've also got it down to 4-4-2.
I think they're waffling, but I guess we'll see.
Unless Buendia's right wing,
but I was going to say
playing as a cam in behind Watkins.
Potentially, I don't expect it to be Ollie Watkins.
They've got Watkins
at
wing.
left mid though. That's definitely not what I expect.
I wonder if he just kept putting out different team sheets. Like he's the same player.
He's added everyone, a different.
He's
copy.
doing Alan Prime. Why have they got? How? I have no words.
Mings is up front actually.
I'm looking at.
So yeah.
Predictions then.
The 4-4-2 would make sense if Ings and Watkins were both on the pitch, but they're not. So why would I don't get it.
And even so, you could put they put Bailey and Buendia on the wingers up front, and then McGinn and what I don't know.
Right, as we've tried to do a few times. What are you going for?
You might be biased. I'm going 2-1 Villa.
Here we go.
I'm going 2-1 Villa. I really think, we still haven't seen a big shock today. I don't think.
Yeah.
Brentford drawing it on. I think Aston Villa are going to shock Liverpool here. I think home side will take the lead through Leon Bailey. Salah will then equalise, and then John McGinn, Thunderbolt.
Shock's probably going to come tomorrow when Chelsea lose to Bournemouth.
Yeah, probably.
I will go for now. I'll go 3-1 Liverpool. I think Villa might get a goal, but overall Liverpool are going to be the better side. I think it's going to be a Darwin Núñez double, a Mo Salah goal. Mate, I'm praying it happens.
I do not mind if we lose, but play well, but I can't let the man score.
And Leon Bailey, consolation.
Fair enough. Paul
maybe you could even open the scoring,
Maybe.
Or level it after Núñez scores his first.
I can't watch that man score today. I just can't.
Yeah, that's going to happen. Núñez could score from a header, leveled by Bailey because of a Trent mistake, push it too high up.
Fair enough.
And then it'll be Salah gets one back from the spot. He wins the pen as well. Brilliant bit.
But I do think,
and then it'll be another Darwin Núñez goal. Salah gets to the byline, cuts it back. Núñez smashes it in.
I do think under Unai Emery, it's gonna be a good for Villa. I feel success coming. I really do.
Brilliant.
I feel like there's not European success.
I was gonna
but
say.
I feel like getting into Europe is a big possibility.
Because I think it's as tough as it's ever been right now. Usually you go, there's 6 teams nailed on for Europe, your big 6, and then Leicester might get a place, usually, or West Ham might get a place. But now, Newcastle will get Europe this year. That is not up for debate. Newcastle are going to get Europe this year. Brighton look good enough to get Europe. You'd expect that Chelsea will recover at some point, maybe. Who knows?
Liverpool also, you expect them to recover.
Yeah.
It's bigly. Villa have got to prove themselves. They win today.
Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah, but
the problem is they've got to step down on even the big clubs who've struggled.
Yeah. Yeah.
Aston Villa, as they are just so
Not
low.
this season, I don't think. I don't think it's possible this season.
No, I wouldn't expect
But
it.
I think let's get top half this season, and then next season let's make the push. Especially if Emery wants to bring in some of his signings. You know, people talking about Danjuma, people talking about... I know Fake's been mentioned, but I think he'll go to a bigger club.
Well, it looks like he could go Chelsea on loan, which is a deal I'm massively behind. Right, we are about to get underway here at Villa Park for Aston Villa versus Liverpool. The first of our coverage since the World Cup. Very exciting times. So, Wendy, we'll get us started here. It does look like the 4-3-3, maybe. Yeah, it is a 4-3-3 for Aston Villa tonight.
That's what
From what I've seen so far. The first few minutes. And yeah.
Come on.
Liverpool obviously also 4-3-3. Olsen pumps it long. Watkins tries to head it on. Buendia now giving chase, but it's covered back by Trent Alexander-Arnold. Villa score for you even took a seat.
I haven't even got a clock in the top.
I think they're taking their time, maybe. I don't know.
We're
I've not tell what minute it is.
Yeah.
So we can't see whether...
I think Villa, early doors, first 5 days.
There we go, they've got their 30 seconds now.
First 5 minutes, just don't concede, really.
That's a nice turn from John McGinn. Finds Buendia in a bit of space. Ball over the top. Watkins in behind. Can he get a shot away? He does, but it's well claimed by Alisson. Villa starting very fast, though. Very sharp from Aston Villa.
That's what I'm talking about, that Watkins over the top. I know he didn't really get in with his pace there, but he's got a shot away.
And there again, that was sloppy from Trent, bailed out by Fabinho.
That's already a shot on target for Villa. 40 seconds in there.
It's a very good start.
To be
Alisson
fair,
back on the ball again.
I mean, Buendia's a bit more deeper. It looks like Bailey is up front with Watkins.
Yeah. I don't really know. It does look a bit like a 4-4-2.
Now it looks like a 4-1-2-1-2.
Yeah, I think that is what it is.
Oh my god.
Well, Tyrone Mings has run into the keeper. That's a good start.
What have I just watched? Nunes has dummied it, thinking someone's behind him. But who's behind him? Mings. And Mings and Olsen just run into each other. If Olsen is injured here, we will see Philip Marshall step onto
Isn't
the
he 18?
Pitch. He is. I think he's 18.
Very exciting times, everyone.
Brilliant ball.
It's a lovely delivery. Nunes should have just hit it. That's a goal.
And why did Mings leave it?
If Nunes hits it, it's a goal.
Nunes leaves it for some reason. Then Mings just leaves it and then clatters into Olsen.
Maybe that was Nunes' plan.
What just caused that?
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully.
Because if this child has to come in between the sticks.
What are they thinking? Mings is still down.
Mings come off worse. Villa are obviously already going through centre-half troubles with Diego Carlos out for most of the season so far.
On the bench to come in.
Yeah, well, I don't think they're just going to stick in, I don't know who's on the Villa bench anymore.
No, he is the only centre-half.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't.
Unless you've Ashley Young centre-back.
Or Matty Cash. Maybe his pace could help deal with Darwin Nunes. I mean, that was odd though from Darwin there. Don't know why he left the ball.
Yeah. And Mings and Olsen, come on.
Could just pinged it on target. And
that's just miscommunication.
You know what? They are very fortunate that
Digne's not Salah scored to make it 1-0 while those two are mucking around on the floor.
And my fancy points is doing knee slide across the studio.
I haven't got anyone in this game.
No Villa players.
No.
I was umming and ahhing on Ings for a while. Glad I didn't go for him now. Favoured Tony Martial.
That's going to be interesting tomorrow.
Yeah, I think Forest are just terrible, so it doesn't matter.
They are awful.
I mean, and if Martial doesn't play,
I've got
Mitrovic gets subbed in off the bench. So, strong pick either way.
Mings still down. This is a bit of a lengthy story. Oh, I forgot what Callum Chambers.
Yep, Callum Chambers is coming over, potentially.
Please bring on Bednarek.
Very exciting times.
Please bring on Bednarek over that.
But Bednarek isn't much, well...
I don't know, actually. To be fair, Callum Chambers for Villa has actually been decent.
He's a good player. Just never really Arsenal quality.
But this is just not what Mings needs.
Welcome to the stream, Cauliflower, with full caps, hello world. Hello, Cauliflower. If this is the world, I guess.
Mings is back to his feet.
Yeah, good to see.
He don't like he can continue, though.
He looks...
I'd bring him off.
Laboured.
Especially if he's running up against Nunes, he's going to be physical.
Probably not.
Bring on Callum Chambers. I've never said that before. I've never once in my life said bring on Callum Chambers.
Though, his height could be very useful against Darwin Nunes.
Yeah.
I didn't think, though, that he'd be the solution for today's match. Just a quick glance at the poll then. 8 votes, 62%. Villa still holding favour in our chat. 38% going for Liverpool. But yeah, still surprised. Very surprised to see that Villa are top of that. Andrew Robertson over the corner. That ball is very much barely in the circle. Delivered well to the near post. It's thrown up in the air. Nunes tries to get something on it. Bailey clears. Falls to Trent.
Bailey just put him under pressure.
Lovely outside the boot pass. Robbo to Salah, and that's the first. It's Liverpool 1, Aston Villa 0 after just 4 minutes. Calamity at the back. Brilliant from Trent outside the boot pass. Finds the run of Andrew Robertson. Plays it across the box. And Mo Salah finishes into an empty net. 1-0 Liverpool. 1-0 to the away side. Aston Villa with a mountain to climb already. And that is exactly the dream start that Liverpool and Salah would have wanted. Usually not firing after Christmas, Mo Salah, but that is a good way to start the restarting of the Premier League campaign, I guess. Is Robbo offside? No, he timed the run perfectly. Is Salah? No, the ball is perfect. Olsen in no man's land. Oh, he didn't really have much hope.
We can't let Trent do
Salah
that.
left unmarked.
McGinn's lost his man, and no one's on. It's just shocking. It is shocking from everyone.
Yeah.
Where's Amon? Get me my Emmy back. I need my Emmy.
And Chelsea fan, welcome back to the stream with the classic pessimism of, for fuck's sake, we are 9th now. Yeah, I know, mate. It isn't great.
Back to
we
7.
are back underway.
Take me back to 8 days ago when Emi Martinez was winning the World Cup.
Well, they tried to play a quick free kick. The ref ain't happy. He wants to go the other way, potentially.
No,
he just wants it to be taken slowly. Who is the referee for today's game, by the way?
Paul Tierney.
Excellent. But yeah, Chelsea fan, why are we 9th now? I know we were 9th at one point because Brentford were winning, and then Brentford weren't winning.
Oh my god, oh my word.
Is it Fulham? Yeah, that sounds about right. Fulham had a big win.
And Brighton.
Good start for Liverpool. Certainly is, Chelsea fan. Good start for my fantasy team. Again, Mo Salah's in the team. I know a lot of people say don't have Salah. Bring in like Foden and Nunes.
84 minutes ago, there's plenty of time.
Digne. Here's Kamara. Villa.
Good to see him back, by the way. Kamara.
Look dangerous in that position. That's a terrible pass from Ollie Watkins. Digne was never getting it.
Obviously, Bukayo Kamara back. Picked up a pretty bad injury in the first few games.
By the way, chat is still confident Villa are going to win this. 10 votes, 70%.
Right, Andrew Robertson now has the most assists by a defender in Premier League history on 54.
Ahead of Leighton Baines, Graham Lasso and
Nunes.
And Trent Alexander-Arnold. Darwin Nunes. Oh, he looks so dangerous and then does that. But, looked dangerous for a moment. Here's Bubacar Kamara, plays it forward. Good. Ollie Watkins chests it down. Matip deals really, really well with him. And his clearance all the way into the Villa penalty box. Luckily, Tyra Mings is there. Do you like Watsits? Asks Cauliflower.
Do you know what? I'd like some Watsits in
Yeah, just
right now, just to see my misery.
I don't. Too cheesy.
I love Watsits.
Just tastes like illness.
Yes,
Watkins. Here's Buendia.
Claiming over the top. That's what got with the game plan. Got the other ball
strong
over
in
the
the challenge, Emi Buendia there. Managed to win it off the Ox, who I'm sure is just fearing for his knee right now.
Oh, that man's knee. That's saying that man's knee could go any minute now. And then I know they don't have a left winger.
McGinn.
There you go.
Ball in behind. Ollie Watkins brings it down. Can he finish it? No.
He's got to hit the target. He's got to hit the target.
He did hit the target. Unfortunately for him, there's a giant Alisson Becker in the way of it.
But he's got to get it past him there. It's 1-on-1. He's got to put it past him. Was he off?
Well, then hitting the target and yeah, he is off. He was offside.
I'd like to arm one though.
Good job he didn't score then. If not, you'd have been knee sliding across the studio.
No, I'd rather him score there and then it get ruled off.
Oh, okay. Well, for confidence.
Yeah.
Digne. Zipped up into the air. Van Dijk. Again, no one challenging Thiago
Liverpool
there.
don't look comfortable. Despite being 1-0, they don't look comfortable.
Thiago unchallenged.
There you go. Robertson error. Cut out by Douglas
in the midfield for a header. And I can't quite believe that. But here's
Bailey,
Leon Bailey.
Got Watkins offside. Don't play him now.
Has a shot well claimed by Alisson.
I love Leon Bailey, to be honest.
Fulham are looking good. They certainly are. Welcome to the stream, Nikola Dimkovic. It's been a while since I've heard that name. But welcome back. Fulham are looking very good, and your lad Mitrovic is absolutely flying. I benched him in FPL. So that's 15 points just sat on the bench when you factor in bonuses. But hopefully Martial gets benched tomorrow, and then everything is fine.
Pringles are better.
Better than Watsits? Oh, 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Especially with the variation of Pringles.
They're also different. Watsits like...
How does this chat fly so quickly between
I'd rather talk
topics? I love it.
I would rather.
Here's Trent.
I'd rather talk about Watkins.
That's a great ball forward, and it's the Ox is in behind. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain under pressure from Ashley Young. Is it 2015?
I love
it
that
is.
man.
Ashley comes out on top.
I'm watching Young versus Oxlade-Chamberlain.
Douglas Luiz plays it forward to Van Dijk.
Where was
Fabinho. Henderson tries it forwards, well cut out by McGinn, and Young lays it down to Luiz. That's a lovely bit of footwork.
The 4-4-2 doesn't work when you play one
away.
striker and you don't play a right winger at right mid. McGinn at right mid just isn't cutting it at the moment.
Merry late Christmas. We celebrate Christmas on the 7th of January here in Serbia.
Oh.
Love that, Nicola. Fair enough. Well, thank you for the Merry Christmas. I hope you enjoy yours in just over a week's time. We've been enjoying ours over the last 2 days here with the Boxing Day action. I love Boxing Day football.
Boxing Day football as well, I think. Christmas is like for all the Christmas Day is for the festivities and the family and the food. Boxing Day is for the football.
And eating the cold food.
And opening up all the chocolates you get.
Here's Trent.
And the 25
Henderson,
different link sets that your grandparents get you.
Fabinho. Trent again looks to switch the play. Finds Andrew Robertson in a wide area.
We've got to stay in the game. If Liverpool score a second within the first 15 minutes, we might as well pack up and go home.
Stop slagging off Watsons. Apologies, Codfab, but they are horrific. 11 votes now. The what's it called? Faith in Aston Villa is fading rather rapidly. It's now only 64%. Still, everyone thinks Villa are going to win.
Going strong. Come on, guys and girls. Here is, who's that? I don't know. Chamberlain, Van Dijk, Fabinho.
Yeah, do make sure to have your say in the poll in chat if you haven't already.
Henderson, Jordan Henderson, more World Cup knockout goals than Cristiano Ronaldo in the 2022 Qatar World Cup.
That is an interesting statistic. By the way, thanks for the 8 likes. Everyone that has left a like, make sure to do so if you haven't already. That is a very stylish garment, yes.
Very nice coat.
Here's Robin Olsen.
Might have to ask him where he got it from.
Hasn't conceded in the last 6 minutes, which is, progress on the first 5.
That was one of the worst goal kicks I've seen.
But now, Liverpool could put Villa under pressure. Here's Thiago. Knocks it across to Van Dijk. Robertson. Do you think, with regards to Trent Alexander-Arnold, that he just needs a few contributions, a few good appearances under his belt, and then he'll be back to his best?
Maybe.
Do you think his biggest issue at the moment is confidence, or is it just that... I don't know, what would you put his biggest issue down to?
I think it's confidence a bit, but I do think his defensive ability does lack.
So if you're Jurgen Klopp, would you try and ingrain in him some defensive regimen, or would you just deploy him elsewhere? Because I'm still under the impression he would make a fantastic central midfielder.
And he would.
I think
he probably would.
He's got brilliant legs, can run for days, but also he offers you a lot going forward. And as much as FPL players might despise that thought, because obviously he picks up a lot of contributions for a defender and they give you more points, he would make sense further forward, I think. But
just watching the Salah goal back,
equally,
it is poor defense.
He's not had to do any defensive work so far, and he has pretty much created a goal.
Equally, Leon Bailey. Here we cut back,
and now there is Buendia has acres of space. It's a good ball in. Falls to Bailey. He scuffed it. He scuffs it up in the air, and Leon Bailey misses a glorious opportunity for Aston Villa to equalise after just 13 minutes.
He's got to be better than that.
Matip doesn't do well enough with the header at fighting Ollie Watkins. It falls to Emi Buendia, delivered to Watkins. Watkins' touch isn't great.
To be better than that. I'm sorry, in
fact, it doesn't get anything on it, Watkins. It falls
10 yards out there, Bailey. He's got to do better than that.
Yeah, falls back to Leon Bailey, but he just can't finish it. Now it's a Konza. Here's Young. Somehow we're at the other end of the pitch. Don't know what happened there. Amazon were showing us replays. Douglas Luiz, and that's a poor pass. And now Liverpool with possession in a high area. Andrew Robertson. Here's the Ox. Oxlade-Chamberlain goes into Henderson, to Thiago, to Fabinho. This is lovely football from Liverpool. Trent. Looking for an option further forwards. Forced back to Matip. But now they can go around and they can rebuild. It's with Thiago. Cross to Matip again. Can he find that forward pass? Goes to Trent. Trent to Salah. Mo Salah running at them.
Oh, big
Digne
tackle
puts
from
in a
Digne.
big challenge though, and now Villa can look to counter.
That's
Kamara does well because he gets the ball forward. It's out of play for a throw-in. And that means Villa can rebuild. They can just take 5 minutes and try and relieve the pressure on them, because Liverpool at the moment are getting on every loose pass. The press is incredibly hard to play up against, and Villa are struggling.
Digne needs someone here though.
Buendia
Oh, that's good. Drags
turns well. Fabinho. Here's Salah. Henderson finds the Ox in a good area. Tries the ball over the top. Darwin Núñez. He fights Digne well, and apparently that's a little bit over the top.
I don't know if it was over top from Núñez or just smart from Digne. I think it was more smart from Digne.
He draws the foul well.
He saw Núñez coming. He knows he's just got his body in front of him and let him shove him over. Konza. Really haven't seen the Ezri Konza that we saw, year and a half ago at Villa when John Terry was assistant manager. I don't remember that Ezri Konza, I'll be honest. No, but just when we had John Terry,
Kamara,
it was our defensive coach.
That's poor from Young again. Villa, the biggest issue at the moment isn't that they can't defend, it's that they can't hold on to the football. Henderson can't keep it on. That's going to be a goal kick.
Surely Matty
He's
Cash has got
himself
45 minutes in his legs, because Ashley Young hasn't.
Oh, he's just kicked the ball to him.
Oh, I would bring Matty Cash on.
He has genuinely just knocked it to Thiago, and they've gone to Young again. Let's see what he can do this time. Into Luiz. This time it isn't woeful. Bailey.
It's good for
fights well for the ball, and that is going to be pulled back for a foul from Thiago Alcantara.
I think that's good from Luiz, but it was a good pass, and I liked what he did. But the problem is he put Bailey under pressure.
My point highlighted excellently by possession stats so far: 67% for Liverpool, 33% for Aston Villa. Every time Villa got on the ball, it looks like a hot potato. Villa are so worried to play; they can't play against Liverpool.
We've shown in passages that if we do get the ball down, we play nice football.
But even then, they can't finish.
Bukayo Kamara's at the centre, and that's a beautiful.
Here's Emi Buendia. We know he's got a good delivery on him.
That's a great knock.
Ollie Watkins! It's a good header. He does well. The ball comes at his mid-drift. He gets down well to it, to a certain extent, to pull off a diving header. But yeah,
I think he can volley that. And obviously,
heads it into the ground. It bounces up.
From how close to the goal he was, if he volleys that, Alisson's not stopping it because he'll get enough power on it. And
now the ball in behind. Oxlade-Chamberlain.
Young's all over the place.
Núñez stands on the ball though.
We are so lucky that it's Darwin Núñez.
And he was offside anyway, Oxlade-Chamberlain. I was going to say.
Because I know actually Young is slow. He's not that slow. What a ball. First, the ball from Kamara. This is what we've missed.
It's a great knock.
It
is a great knock.
McGinn's onside, brings it down, and this is another beautiful ball. On his weak foot. Not his weak foot, sorry. I feel like Watkins can volley that.
I don't know. I feel like he can't really see the ball and judge the flight of it because of Joel Matip next to him.
He's headed it into the ground, which it does bounce up and cause a problem for Alisson.
Kamara does really well to hold off Salah's fouling there.
And he's going to switch the play quickly.
Tries to play it forward. Watkins deals well.
I like
Van Dijk across
to
the
play
track
quickly and get it in over the top, but that was forced.
Yeah, that wasn't ever going to really amount to anything unless there was a mistake. Henderson does well. Konza claims it. I feel like Núñez forgot to control the football there again, but he could now cross it. Núñez does well. That's not a bad delivery, but there's no one in there. No one in there to meet it. Robertson.
Luiz,
under pressure from Douglas Luiz, and that is a poor foul, and that is now going to be a free kick in a decent area for Liverpool.
Robertson's still down. I think Douglas Luiz just run at him, catched him on the back of the calf.
Let's see. Yeah, that's a nasty one. No bad intentions there from Douglas Luiz, but does just. To be fair,
Robertson kind of slipped. I think that's what happened.
Yeah.
Robertson slips as Luiz is running at him. To be fair, I would slip over if I saw Douglas Luiz running at me. Robertson will be alright though.
You'll see, you'd be very confused if you're not playing football with him.
He's just sprinting at me.
Out of context, that is a terrifying prospect. Well, he's just checking the inside of his boot, making sure that there's no blood, and he'll put it back on, and I think it'll be alright.
I do hate that feeling as a footballer, when you feel like you're bleeding and your foot's bleeding, but you can't.
Yeah.
Sure. If you get stood on your toe, it feels like you're bleeding, but you're not.
Just in general, if you get stood on your toe.
It hurts.
Chelsea fan, I'll be back soon. Going to go make my dinner. Alright, fair enough, Chelsea fan. Hope you enjoy the dinner you're making.
Lovely.
That could be horrific.
It could be. Oh yeah, it sounds lovely. He's making dinner. I don't know why it sounds lovely. I'm sure.
What you having, Chelsea fan? Tell us before you go.
Or we have gone.
If you are still here, yeah.
Actually, he's not going to hear us, is he? I'm saying that because it'll be gone.
Oh, that's
Never mind.
Absolute spanner.
Trent and Robertson over the free kick for Liverpool. Chance to extend their lead, and you do think if they get a second, it is all but over for Villa. I expect Trent to take this one. He doesn't. Robbo,
good delivery. Falls to Matip, and that's a very good header, a very good goal. It's Aston Villa 0, Liverpool 2. It is offside.
I was going to say, who was marking anyone? Nobody did any marking.
That's because they're all offside.
Oh yeah, look. Yeah, he's off.
Yeah, despite Tyrone Mings' best effort to fouls Mings as well.
Thing is, if he leaves that for Salah, Salah scores.
And he is on.
And he's on.
Should be making the call there. 15 votes in the poll and chat, and it has now swung. The pendulum swung in the direction of Liverpool. It's 53% to the visitors.
I'm not surprised.
Currently only 1 goal advantage there, though, for the Reds. 47%. Still thinking, though, that Aston Villa will win. Make sure to have your say in the poll and chat if you haven't already. Here is Tyrone Mings.
I do think, even if Emi Martinez doesn't save the first one, I think his presence and his confidence just gives the rest of the team something. I mean, he doesn't clatter into Mings early doors.
Probably not, no. Buendia.
I went to Fabinho's force back. That's good, though. And then switch it. Lovely. That's good for anybody.
But the goal didn't come from any sort of, poor system. It came from switching off from a set piece.
Yeah, and that is down to the whole team, really.
Yeah. But it's a good reflection on Emery that it's not down to poor tactics or that the team can't defend.
If you take the goal out of this, it's been a good game for
Trent
Villa.
Plays it forward, tries to find Nunes. Good challenge from Tyrone Mings.
I think apart from that goal,
Luis gets caught napping by Trent.
Why are we just watching it?
Trent's putting in a lot here.
That doesn't. Oh my god! If I have to watch Roy Nelson kick the ball out of play again today.
Yeah, his distribution has left a lot to be desired thus far. A bit overambitious with the balls out wide.
If he's got that much power on a kick, don't send it. Don't go wide. Just put it up.
I'll tell you, fullbacks to push on a little more. If we've got, you've got an extra bit in your locker. Pump the ball forwards a bit more.
Or let's try and hit Watkins. Or go over the top.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Here's Van Dijk. I'll try and hit Watkins. Might go in behind.
Yeah. Might flick it around the corner to Bailey. Who knows? But just stop kicking it off, whatever you do.
And now, Andrew Robertson tries to get outside of McGinn, but McGinn deals well with his fellow
I like McGinn cutting
Scotsman.
in and using his left foot here. Buendia loses a header there to
Henderson. Here now is Fabinho. Thiago. Looking for a forward pass. Tries to switch the play to Jordan Henderson. Henderson nods down. Here's Salah. Salah back to Trent. Trent does well there because if he hadn't cleared that to Matip, there's a chance that he's just possessed by Watkins. Here's Jordan Henderson. Having a fight off Emi Buendia. Does well. The English stalwart. Now, Fabinho across to Van Dijk. Van Dijk finds Trent. Villa are doing well here. They're making Liverpool wait. They're not making it easy for them, though. Here is Salah. So a question of whether Liverpool can break them down over the next 70 minutes.
Yeah, not great.
Salah.
This is dangerous.
Down again,
good block from Digne.
Yeah, Digne does well there. Just stands his ground, stands the man. Doesn't want to allow Salah to just put that ball in there easily.
Yeah.
And yeah, they concede a corner.
First half, I'm not too annoyed, to be honest. As you said, 1 goal just switching off from a set piece. Apart from that, it's been a good performance.
They've not looked bad, Villa, but I would be worried by their lack of what's the firepower, I guess, would be the adjective going forward.
I think we've had chances. This game should definitely be 1-1. But I also
Bailey should have scored.
Yeah,
Bailey should.
I look at the momentum, and I think
Henderson,
Liverpool could get a
Van
second.
Dijk tries to head it home, but instead
clattered into
Ezra Konza now no longer has a head.
Calm down a bit. But yeah, I think I'm a bit worried. It does like Liverpool could get a second any minute now.
The ball hung towards the back post, or at least quite deep.
Oh, what's going on here?
We've got an edgy Amazon.
I think they were zoom in and then realised that by the time
that was from someone's phone.
That's to say.
The camera quality was shocking.
The power fire is in, and he's just.
Yeah,
the camera made that look really. I thought Watkins was going to pounce on that.
Wasn't even running though. But yeah, Trent's header didn't look very convincing back to his goalkeeper. It's going to be 4-1, a bold prediction.
Come on!
From Thelina Rafniaka. Welcome to the stream, Thelina. Hopefully I'm saying that right.
Thelina hasn't specified who's gonna win, so it's still going to be 4-1.
Maybe they are a massive Villa fan. Maybe they're with you on this.
What's his name?
Jordan Henderson.
The
fact that the poll in chat has increased to Villa, though. It has increased to Liverpool, sorry.
Maybe,
would imply the opposite, but yeah. So 20 minutes left of the half. Do you see Villa scoring, or would you be happy? Would you be content if they stay at 0-0 going into the break?
1-0.
Stay at 1-0 going into the break.
I would be content the way the game's going. Because another chance goes straight from Liverpool there.
Liverpool have been a little wasteful. Again, that wasn't the best chance for Darwin Núñez, but probably could have actually allowed that to come across his body. Yeah. Liverpool, obviously, all right, fair enough, Thelina. No. You're not quite as delusional as Harry here. Kamara, Digne. Here's Mings. Under pressure from Salah.
We're playing football, and then Mings
plays
just
it
hoops it
forward.
on. Well, that's worked. Okay, I'll take it back. I don't know.
Luiz, Buendia.
The ball's over top. Buendia through the legs of Darwin.
Brilliant bit of play.
That is a man off my own heart.
Not a fan of Núñez. Kamara, he's looked good today. I've not seen a lot of Boubacar Kamara.
Well, no one has.
I feel like he was out for a lot of last season. Yeah.
Well, last year.
Yeah.
Oh, Van Dijk. That is just the brilliance of Van Dijk there.
Thiago does well to hold off Buendia
big tackle there.
And now Bailey could take it forward. That looked like the arm of Fabinho, and it is pulled back for the arm of Fabinho. Sure, that's the yellow card if that is. He stopped the ball being played forward with his arm.
Was he sliding in and it hit his arm, or did he slide in and smack it away? Like Romero style in the World Cup. Oh, that's harsh, I'll be honest.
Yeah, definitely not a yellow card.
It's hit his head and bounced up onto his arm. But I'm not complaining.
Handball regardless, I would say, though.
Yeah, to be fair, his hand has stopped the ball going forwards. So, Cons is going to step up and take it. Plays it short.
I can understand if it hits your body, rolls onto your arm, not handball. But in that scenario, the ball would have gone past you and Villa could have attacked.
Young, looking over top to Bailey. Can he get there? No, Van Dijk.
Virgil van Dijk does really well there. But it falls to Douglas Luiz. Luiz.
There. That's a foul.
Fouled by Thiago, not in the view of the referee.
I think but now
still in the corner, Villa need to play on.
Now he needs to get up and chase it. Because look, they're under pressure here. Thiago, can he get... Oh, how has he managed to get out of that?
But Thiago on the press.
Poor mistake.
It falls now to Emi Buendia.
Go cutting into your right and cut off.
Gives to Digne. Back to Buendia. Back to Digne. That's lovely. Football brought down the box by Trent.
Buendia's got it. Digne. Buendia. Who's got it?
I'm surprised VAR's not having a look.
Someone's got to have a look.
I'd be surprised if VAR isn't having a look.
That's a one-on-one between Conter and Núñez. And Conter's
cocks it up. Núñez! Big save for Robin Olsen.
Why didn't he come to it though? He could have just ran at it and picked it up, but no.
Yeah. Baffled there by Robin Olsen's decision to stay, but he made the save, and that's what's most important.
But what end-to-end action now? Game's really heating up.
Nearest, by the way, for all the time and space in the world to volley that past him.
Or take a touch.
And he just decides to volley it, straight down the middle and along the floor.
But again,
X-Ed would be telling us it's because of his
push Trent
boots or something.
And he buckles under the pressure. No, big mistake.
I don't know, I thought it was a little bit haphazard.
I meant his header that then gave the possession away. When Thiago, we thought he fouled Douglas Luiz. Ref didn't. Liverpool enjoying a bit of possession now.
Salah.
Slow it down a bit. Probably just trying to calm down after Núñez just had the open goal and just kicked it at Olsen. To be fair, Olsen did alright.
Yeah, he did alright, but equally...
Should have come and got the ball.
Should have conceded.
Yeah.
Like, from the positioning that he took up, the time that Darwin Núñez had to bring that down, should have finished it, really.
Yeah, handball. That was handball. Just here is the brilliant from Buendia. He is a magical player.
It's not a pen. Digne goes down very softly.
When Trent doesn't get to the ball, but he doesn't foul him.
The problem for Villa here is there's so many Liverpool bodies in the box, no one could find.
And Digne had the ball, but was on the
floor. Any space to shoot. Henderson, Matip now.
It's very high pressure from Villa as well. You look at midfield free.
Plays it into Henderson.
Right
It's
up
now with
on
Trent.
this Liverpool back line.
Fabinho. Plays it across.
He was facing the right way there. He could have stuck a leg out and got that. But
Van
he was
Dijk
running
finds
away.
out. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. It's now with Thiago. Liverpool building it up. Trying to fashion opportunity. Waiting for a chink in the Aston Villa armour. They found it. Mo Salah in behind. But he's terrified of Tyrone
I thought
Mings.
Mings was going to slide in and wipe him out there.
Salah should have run across him. It's Tyrone Mings. You either get the ball and you're bearing it on goal, or you win a penalty.
That's a foul.
It's a win-win, surely.
As I say.
Van Dijk lambasts it out of play.
Better from Villa again defensively.
Here, we're going to review that Darwin Nunez contract. I mean, it's terrible for Ashley Konsa.
Why does... the thing is, though, you can tell he deliberates in his head what to do. But Nunez...
he struck it really well. Oh, yeah, I think it comes off his shin, to be fair. I thought he struck it, because, that's coming down the air, and he volleyed it.
Should have brought it down.
Well, I didn't see that it came off his shin, which probably explains why it was directly at Robin Olsen.
Oh, heavy touch from Duck. I thought it was going to be.
It wasn't a good...
Snapped out his ankles there.
Right.
Just from what I watched from Douglas Lewis previously.
Henderson. Now with Matip. Here's Trent. 20 votes in the poll in chat, by the way. 65% now to Liverpool. 35% to Aston Villa. It's a very poor effort. One goal already in this game, Mo Salah. He lashed a little at that chance.
He put that on target. It's a goal. Look at Robin Olsen. He just doesn't want to be there.
Don't know why he hits it with his left.
Switch off from Digne again.
Like there. Hit it across the keeper with your right foot.
Look at Olsen. He just... I don't know.
I mean, Salah's got many more Premier League goals than I do, so I'll trust his judgment on that one.
He does. But he didn't score that
Just a few more.
And maybe
Here's
I would
Fabinho.
also. Actually, no, when I'd have blasted it wide because I wouldn't want to score in Villa. I mean, look at that. It's everything. Over half of Villa's Liverpool's attacking players coming down this right-hand side of Mo Salah. Surprisingly enough, they're not really using Oxlade-Chamberlain.
Trent. Now with Matip. Plays it across to Virgil van Dijk. Thiago. Back to his centre-half. And now across to Joel Matip. It's now with Trent. He spotted the run of the Ox, but didn't back himself to be able to make that switch.
They're going to fly out.
It would have been an ambitious ball.
Trent looks go over the top of Salah. It's gone off.
It stays on the... Oh, it hasn't.
Why is the line so far back? Why is he on the... There you go, he's back. Probably, no, he's not even on the line. Maybe he likes to have a good view of things.
Where do you want the liner to stand?
Well, no, when he gave the throw, he's standing on the red bit.
Yeah.
Digne's going to move the throw right up. He's been told to stay there by the ref. Not surprised, because he's just walked the throw into the Liverpool half.
To be fair, he's not far from
true.
where it actually went off.
He might have actually been told to walk out.
Mings.
It stays on.
Plays it forward. Watkins is now with
Bailey.
Bailey.
The feint.
That's a lovely movement of the body, and now could look to shoot. I think he's picked out the wrong pass there, Leon Bailey.
Go to McGinn, or shoot. He's just forced it there.
Yeah. And that's the decision making that's been costly for Villa so far.
Difference is Salah makes the right choice there. Maybe Oxlade-Chamberlain does. Basically, what I'm saying is Liverpool make the right decision there, whereas Villa didn't.
Can't be sure with Oxlade-Chamberlain.
Nunez as well might just smacked it.
Here's Trent, Henderson. To Salah. Salah releases Nunez. I think Nunez has timed his run badly. He's in behind though. He's going to have a shot. Plays it across and it's cut out by Mings. It was offside.
I did wonder why Konza didn't chase him.
I was about 100% sure that Nunez had run off. And I was right.
Konza stepped up.
It was close. It was closer than I thought it was.
That's why Konza was so far behind though. Because he stepped up to make sure he was offside.
And he tries to play it across. Mings cuts it out. All for nothing in the end.
That's the thing, Villa have had opportunities. Villa are in this game. The one thing I've got to make sure we don't do is concede again.
Konza. Here's Young.
Because 1-0 back is doable.
Chamberlain.
Silly for
Young fouls.
I still think half time bring Matty Cash on.
You reckon?
Surely he's got 45 minutes in him.
Yeah, I thought it was slightly odd they didn't play him today.
I mean, he has just come back from... I know Poland got knocked out early, but obviously he spent another week in.
I guess if you've got a whole squad of players that have been there the whole time and Matty Cash has only been back 3 weeks.
To be fair, it's an unchanged 11 from the team that played the most recent friendly against Villarreal.
Yeah, especially with a new manager. He's been rebuilding his whole system and ethos at the club while Cash hasn't been there.
And to be fair, Ashley
Robertson now
decent fullback,
has left the ball behind.
But playing on his weaker side against very high Liverpool fullbacks, doubled up really with Trent. With Diox and Robertson. Cameras goes and Coutinho, obviously recently back from his injury. Don't expect to see him much involved though with the Villa squad. I don't know.
There's still a magical player in Felipe Coutinho, and I do feel potentially
it looks like
Unai Emery's the man to unlock that.
Maybe, but equally it looks like Emery does favour Bailey or Buendia, and it seems very reasonable that he is also going to bring in Danjuma.
Could you take this team back? Could you take Coutinho back to his Inter days? Could you play him in midfield in a 3? I'd say you take McGinn out of this team.
But equally, this is more of a 4-4-2, so you could take McGinn out and put Coutinho on the right. I think he's too deep to do anything, and defensively you might struggle.
I think
But I think with
better off with
Luiz and Kamara in there, you can afford to have Coutinho more attacking.
Yeah,
but I guess it's what Emery favours. That's
and those balls
Bailey.
in behind, trying to find Bailey and Watkins, or that link up with Buendia potentially would work.
Bailey forcing it again.
So there is a route back for Coutinho in this Villa team.
How many people?
Unai Emery does with it. That's brilliant from Oxlade-Chamberlain. Now he releases Darwin Núñez.
That's poor defending though from all 3 of those players.
Can he get a shot away? It's going to fall back post. No, it is not. Looked like it was going to get to Salah, but Tyrone Mings with a big interception.
Mings has played well. Mings has played really well.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, but 3 people tried to tackle Oxlade-Chamberlain over there. Luiz, Young and Bailey, and they've all failed. Touch and go over Núñez alongside there. Kwanzaa does well to block it, to take the venom out of it.
Yeah, and that just...
Olsen's flapping around.
Olsen worries me, Look at...
He
gets a touch on it. It's a very important touch, arguably.
If the ball was going... Because technically that shot was going off target. That's why he missed it.
I don't know, it looked like it was on target.
Maybe.
I think Olsen got a touch.
He might have. Corner again. Chance.
If he doesn't die for it,
another set piece. Could Liverpool score again? Paul T's not happy with Buen. Why is Buendia marking Van Dijk? That is a recipe for disaster. Who's organised that?
Their tallest player, your shortest.
I'll see.
22 votes in the polling chat now, by the way, 68% favouring Liverpool.
Just keep your arms down, Emmy. Just keep your arms down.
They're not going to put a ball in. It's not bad from Trent. It falls up to Salah, Van Dijk, and it's home. It is. Is it offside? No, it is not. It's Aston Villa 0. Liverpool 2. Villa Park is going to be very upset with this first 45. Sloppiness for both goals from set pieces. And Liverpool found 2 now.
What did I say? Why is anybody marking Van Dijk?
Salah gets an assist to go with his goal. Van Dijk finds a goal for his campaign. Robin Olsen left blindside and no chance of saving it. And welcome back to the stream, Chelsea fan.
What did I say? Why is he? And then it's so bad.
It's gone through 4 bodies here. Salah passes it back. Van Dijk finishes it. 4
that
people.
Is shocking. Because that is a tight angle for Van Dijk. Oh,
right, it comes off about 3 of them.
It's 2 set piece goals. 2 set piece goals have cost Villa today. And you don't come back from 2-0 down against Liverpool without a tough. And we'll miss chances, poor set piece defending. Other than that, it's been brilliant. But you just can't afford to squander.
And that is sloppy from Buendia. It's out of play. That's been another big mark on Aston Villa showing today. Has been a lot of sloppiness.
It's just annoying because it's not a lack of quality.
No, but
the players on the pitch are good enough to beat this Liverpool side.
Seems to be a lack of effectiveness. A lot of the time, those passes just not accurate. That's a brilliant ball inside from Salah to Trent, who releases Núñez. This is a big chance for Núñez. Again, though, he drags it too far wide.
Still got it, though.
Puts it to the edge. Thiago tries the dink ball in behind. Trent is never getting there. It's out of play.
Wow. I mean, Villa need to get into half-time at 2-0 now. If not,
Villa are being let off massively by the fact that Darwin Núñez, when running with the ball in behind, he seems to really struggle just to get the ball and score. Every time he sort of lets it run across his body, it goes a little bit wide, or his touch is weird, or it comes off his shin. It's a massive let off for Villa, and it's really strange from Núñez.
Ollie Watkins in the Liverpool team's already got 2 goals.
Didn't you? But you do feel that if Núñez, one of these chances Núñez is going to put away.
Yeah.
Eventually, if they keep putting this ball over the top, eventually Liverpool will score.
Again.
And now they're coming forward with it again. Henderson passed it to himself.
How do you let that happen?
Salah
How do you let
could
a
shoot
player
from this sort of area.
pass the ball from
Lays it
to
off.
himself?
Fabinho. Here's Trent. Salah again. Back with Trent. Fabinho. God, I feel like he should have slotted in Henderson there, but he goes over to Thiago.
Look at the chances we've had.
If Salah is intercepted.
For example, if Bailey makes that 1-1, completely different game.
Yeah, but I did 11 on nutmeg people tonight, by the way.
But the problem is he's going back to goal.
Yeah, but it's finding himself space.
I suppose.
He's got himself out of the corner there and into the middle of the pitch, and now Villa can play out. Konza back to Young. Again, though, Villa, by going backwards, immediately put some pressure on themselves. And they haven't shown they're able to play against the press.
And it's good we can play football when you're under a high press against a team that hate to be. You play direct against Liverpool, you're going to get chances.
Bailey tries to play that forwards to Watkins, doesn't quite come off. Goes back to Becker, and Watkins will chase that.
Bailey's got in the right positions, but with the ball, just hasn't been good enough.
Oh, Buendia cuts out the pass, but the interception, he can't hold on to it. It's out of play.
Just hasn't been good enough from Bailey with the ball. His passing, his shoot,
it comes off Konza, and there's not a lot anyone else can do.
That's not actually going in if that doesn't hit Konza.
It is going in.
Well, it's blocked by Mings, though. It's blocked by Mings.
Yeah, probably. That Disney goal, though, yeah.
And now they're trying to go in behind again. Mings has played well.
It's not a great back pass, and Holson does all right. I thought
Henderson.
I thought Henderson was going to latch on to that.
Walked out.
Kamara. To Digne.
Goal for half time, though.
Plays it to Buendia. He goes to Bailey. Bailey.
Is there not a foul on Buendia?
It's messy, and it's given the other way. Bailey sat on the ball.
Just frustrating. It's just frustrating.
That's just a bit messy there. Leon Bailey fouled by Andrew Robertson. Arguably, I feel like that is just a display of strength. And then he does go down on top of the ball.
Kind of falling over.
No one can get to it. And then that is given us the other way. You can't obstruct.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously it's a thingy, but I feel like he was fouled. I thought Buendia was fouled before that whole passage even started.
Awesome.
He's just standing with the ball at his feet, and I'm scared.
Kamara, Digne. Cut out by Trent.
Yeah, and Liverpool press is really good. Emery not happy. I'm not surprised because he set his team up well, and Villa have proven at times that it works. But it's just the actual players on the pitch who are letting him down. And it's costing Villa massively.
Lewis, Digne, Watkins. And now it's to Buendia.
That's what I mean though. Trent's dropping back now. Why has he not played that to Watkins? He's forced it again.
Yeah. I feel like that is the story of Villa's night though, is just these... Every time they do get the ball into a good position, panic, and I mean even here, Kamara looks
brilliant though.
Yeah, but he looked very panicky on the ball.
Oh,
Digne tries to slot in Bailey, but Bailey can't quite get there, and that agonising, so close yet so far once again for Aston Villa.
He brings it down, around Van Dijk, or he pokes it around the corner to Watkins, but Buendia's down.
And this is a worry for Aston Villa. He does get up.
No, he's not.
It looks like he's
get him off.
Feeling some sort of discomfort. He's holding his thigh. His Map's knee into the back of Buendia's right thigh, yeah.
Ouch.
Or knee area.
Hopefully he's alright. I mean, we're playing on, so he's
He
might just make it to half time. I don't know.
It does seem to be a
Something's got to change,
laboured.
though.
Maybe stepping his jog at the moment.
You get 5.
Ball over the top from Robertson. Here is Nunez. It's
That's
kicked
brilliant
into Nunez by Young, and now Villa can play out, and it's lost.
That's poor. It's so poor. Oh, it's good.
Henderson dispossessed by Buendia. He wanted to call a man on. He's frustrated he didn't get one. Trent, Fabinho,
Just Fulton backwards.
Thiago. Here is Henderson. Trent. Good ball forwards, and then Henderson pops one off.
Just watching his
Played by
watching the way he positioned his feet there. He shuffled one way and then going back on himself. He's going to kick this long and lose it. No, he's going to throw it.
Throws it to Digne.
I also noticed he's gone to Digne every single time. He's never gone to Young.
Well, yeah.
I don't understand
Since Young,
that.
well, Young kept making a lot of errors, didn't he? Douglas Luiz tries to play it forward. Matip heads it down to Van Dijk, and now Liverpool could come forward again. 2 minutes. 3 minutes, sorry. Of additional time. For some reason, I looked at the Liverpool scoreline.
Also, why is it in green? Is it in red?
Christmas, maybe.
Maybe. But even, it's not...
Maybe they realised that actually...
If this is the World Cup, they're 9.
Maybe actually they've realised that red makes it look negative.
Maybe. -3.
Green's like, we've added 3. They're not going to take minutes away from the game.
Yeah.
Someone thinks it's going to be a draw now. Welcome to the stream. Whoever's just voted for draw. 25 votes, 68% for Liverpool, 28% for Aston Villa, and 4% think it's going to be a draw.
Something's got to change.
You with the 4%?
No.
I think you're with the 4% more than with the 28, but sure.
No, something's got to change if Villa want to get anything out of this game. If we come out of the second half exactly like this, nothing's going to change. It's not going to work. Something has to change. Whether that's personnel, I think it is personnel because system works. Maybe Cash, maybe
Tramp.
I don't know.
Good delivery. Nunez gets a shot away.
That's a good save.
Yeah. I mean, Nunez has to finish that. The proximity to goal, he's just got to kick it in. He's onside.
He's onside.
That's just great save from Robin Olsen, into Robin Olsen. Here's Leon Bailey.
Oh, he's done well. Why? Oh, he's
held on to the ball well, and they sent.
There you go, deliver.
Massive again.
That's not bad.
Delivery's not bad. McGinn heads it back, but there's no one in the box to
Villa
finish
fans
it.
in the whole end.
Is that the whole? Yeah.
Furious.
They are fuming.
Just watching another wasted chance.
Luiz. Kamara.
Chance was getting thrown down the toilet.
Here's John again. Goes to Luiz. Luiz now. Mings. Picks out Digne. Back to Tyrone Mings. Into Buendia. Luiz, sorry. Here's Young.
This is better.
No, it's with McGinn. Ball played forward to Luca Digne. Beautiful switch of the play. Ball comes into the box. It's well dealt with by Matip. Buendia wins the header. And that's to Salah. The ball's backwards to Salah, and that's called a foul.
That's lucky.
Apparently.
Because I was going to say that Douglas has to be stronger there.
So Buendia tries to head it to Douglas Luiz. Salah, I don't think he fouls him.
I know. I don't think... I think... I was going to say... He doesn't give there. He gives it...
There.
We didn't really... That was terrible. Terribly played.
It's a good error for a free kick, though. Villa
we didn't even see what happened.
Could be handed a lifeline here.
Maybe. Can't shoot from here.
Well, you can. You've not watched David Luiz hit a free kick.
It's not David Luiz, it is Douglas Luiz, though.
Yeah, exactly. He had long hair, he's putting this away, but he doesn't. He's not. He is stood over it, though. Could ping it.
What's the plan here, though?
Dink ball over the top. Someone finishes it.
I'd dink it the other side, you know.
What, right or left?
I'd dink it to the right. It looks like he's going to dink it to the left, but I'd dink it to McGinn.
Well, he doesn't look like he's running.
He's going Mings.
They've created a very wide...
No, we're doing that. That's nice.
It looked very smart, but Thiago cuts it out.
Thiago doesn't.
And now Salah's in behind.
Robin
Olsen gets there. Right, so Salah was on the last man, and the Villa defender was not
Thing is,
allowed
though,
to it.
if
If
Robert
Olsen
Olsen-
wasn't as high as he was, Salah's bearing him on
He
goal.
doesn't want to come out like he did for the Nunes one. That's 3-0 Liverpool.
Oh, yeah, because Salah's just running at a goal that has a very scared man wearing orange
Wow.
stood in the middle of.
It's a frustrating half. It's a really frustrating half of football.
If you're Aston Villa, if you're Liverpool, you'll be rejoicing. A strong showing thus far. Deserved 2-0 winners. 2-0 leaders, sorry. Haven't won the game. There's still 45 minutes to go, but chances for Villa, it looks bleak.
But there have been chances, and they've all gone
They
wide.
have.
They've all been, big chances. Bailey's one, where he scuffed it from 8 yards out, unmarked in the middle of the penalty area. Watkins' header saved by Alisson. Watkins' shot saved. So many opportunities for Villa to get a goal in this game, and they were wasted. Just wasted.
A lovely 9 points to me from Mo Salah and my fancy team so far. Things we love to see. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. 9 from Salah, 9 from Trippier. That's all I've had play. That's all I've had play. And I've picked up 18 points from 2 players. If we keep this up, we're going for a 99-point game week. I do have 12 from Mitrovic on my bench, which offers me some security because he's first sub. And I'm lined up with a 4-4-2 in FPL this week. So, if Mitro gets subbed in, he can get subbed in for anyone. So, if anyone in my team doesn't play, things we'd have to see. But, yeah, overall, I'm very happy with how this week's going so far. Still got captained Erling Haaland, obviously, to play as well. Tomorrow, on Wednesday, haven't I? And then I've got Arsenal players to play in the game later today. And then I have 3 Chelsea players tomorrow because I'm stupid.
22.
And I have 2 United players tomorrow.
Now, I'm glad I benched Type Mitchell because he got -3.
Yeah, I don't know why he's in your team.
I've got Kane on 6, Almer on 8, Veltman on 5. I'm so annoyed that James Ward-Prowse scored the consolation though. Because if not, Veltman would have got 9, and then Semedo got me 2, Eze got me 1. I benched Pope on 6, but I've still got Edison tomorrow. So that's pretty big.
That one's a bit of an odd one. I know a lot of people are taking Dunk as their sort of Brighton pick because Brighton look really strong at the moment and they've got a nice run. But yeah, and they've got a lot of double game weeks to play, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I looked at Veltman and I thought he's going to get assists, and I was right. So
fair enough.
I don't know. We're interested what happens. In terms of the football, missed chances for Villa. Sloppy with the ball but with the ball in play. Passes going wide, passes going, giving possession away cheaply. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. Villa could have been in this game, and they still are. But they've been caught out too many times. Salah's caused a lot of problems, as expected. Nunes has got in behind a lot, but is wasteful. And I feel like if Nunes had scored 1 or 2 of his chances, this game would be dead and buried.
If we're honest, if this is like peak Liverpool, 2020 Liverpool, sort of COVID era Liverpool, they put 5 passes for their team in the first half.
See, I'm going to correct you there because in 2020 Villa won 7-2.
In 2020?
Yeah.
Was that? Oh, it would have been the end of the start of the 2020-21 season, right?
Yeah.
Not the end of the campaign that Liverpool won the league.
No, obviously. No, that was when Adrian had to do a shifting goal. And he gave Watkins the first goal. And then Villa just went on a rampage from there. But yeah, I mean, and again, it's 2 goals from set pieces as well, really, for Villa. One switched off there from the rebound from the corner, and then the second one was the actual corner from Van Dijk on the volley. Really poor defensively from Villa, but going forward doesn't look too bad. But that's the problem. That's the problem. You can't play well. You can't be as sloppy as Villa have been against Liverpool. From a Liverpool point of view,
and you also can't. Yeah, they've allowed way too many good chances. They've allowed too many balls over the top, and their passing's not been crisp enough. It's not been accurate from Villa. It's all over the place. It's so wayward. Even the most simple 5-yard passes are getting, kicked off the pitch. That's nonsensical. So they need to tighten up a bit more.
Olsen hasn't been awful, but hasn't been great. Mings had a good game.
If Nunes could shoot, it's 3 or 4-0 Villa.
Yeah, level.
Yeah.
If Bailey could shoot, who knows? But I think if Bailey scores that goal and levels it at 1-1,
after
completely different game.
Well, so yeah.
But from a Liverpool point of view, they've taken their chances. They've been the better team. They've applied the press.
I can
brilliantly.
see that goal again. A brilliant outside the boot pass, by the way, from Trent. Robbo gets onto it. He passes it across. Salah's not being marked, and it's a fairly easy goal. But I don't think there's too much that Villa can complain about here in terms of...
I think he's just switching off.
I wouldn't be unduly worried about
Marking
the team
Robbo,
here because...
marking Salah. The second one I think annoys me more.
This is just a sharp Liverpool goal.
Because that is a brilliant ball. It is just brilliant football for Liverpool there.
And then their players, their attacking players, Mo Salah, sparks in life. It's a brilliant run from Robertson, and Salah's alert to it, finishes it into the net. And Olsen had no chance of getting across to it, really.
But I think it's the second one that annoys me more, the fact that we've allowed the ball to go deep, Salah to bring it down, lay it off to Van Dijk, and Van Dijk's managed to volley it through 3 different players and the goalkeeper.
Yeah, and I know it comes off Konza, doesn't it? So that probably explains that one. The deflection, he's going to be frustrated himself, Ezri Konza, for allowing that.
If Villa were clinical, this game will be tied.
I think we are going to see the Leon Bailey chance here. Thank you, Alison.
Several Villa chances.
When Dia plays it forward, it falls to Bailey, scuffs it in the air, and that is poor, yeah. I don't really know how he does it because the ball it's in a lovely position for it just to shoot. It's not even in the air.
It's not rolling on the ground. I'll give him that, but still, no. Then this is the Watkins header, brilliant ball from Kamara. Even better ball in from McGinn, and Watkins' header just didn't have the power to beat Alisson. Alisson does well, to be fair to him, because Watkins does what he can. He gets to the ball and he heads it into the ground. Makes it bounce up to cause problems.
He sort of needs to head it across Alisson though, so it's going into the goal rather than down and away. Straight at Alisson. It needs to be away from him, and then potentially you have a goal. But
it'll be interesting to see if Emery changed anything up.
Yeah,
I do think my worry is that it's been 2 because I think Villa if Villa only lose 2-0 tonight. Don't be too worried.
It's not a bad result, but at this stage of the season, Villa need every point they can get, so they can't really afford to give up on this. You might as well see if you can get a goal. If you get a goal, you might not be able to get another.
They're not out of this game. They're not out of this game.
Yeah. What do you do now if you're Aston Villa? What do you change?
I'd bring on Matty Cash, just for a bit more going forward, but also a bit more defensively. A bit more everywhere, basically.
Do you make a double change? If you make a sub, do you make it a double because you know that obviously substitutions have to come within the window, so you're only going to get 3 chances to make substitutions? Do you double up at half time, or is that over? Is that excessive?
I don't know who you bring off really, because Buendia's been sloppy but has looked good. Bailey maybe, but the problem is with Ings, you don't have that direct pace in behind, which you need against Liverpool.
Yeah. See Liverpool getting more goals in this game. Aston Villa need to wake up. I would agree, Chelsea fan. In the fact that I think Liverpool will get more goals. I don't know if it's a matter of Villa waking up or just tightening up. Villa are definitely in this game, but the problem for them is that they make too many mistakes.
Play football.
He can play football very well, but he just doesn't seem... I don't know. Whenever I've watched him, he doesn't seem to know how to finish.
So they're just the effective.
But then you look at his statistics, and it's like he's clearly a good player. Like his numbers are stunning. He's outperforming players like Jesus, and that who people are heralding as helping Arsenal get to the top of the league. But every time I watch him, he looks like he doesn't know what he's doing.
I did see someone say that since Trent when Trent tweeted "Hello Darwin at Darwin, how may I assist you?" Trent has got 0 assists, and Núñez had missed 17 big chances. Obviously tonight he's already missed 1.
I like him more than that. Potentially. Maybe that's harsh.
The 1-on-1 with Olsen was definitely one.
Yeah. But I feel like he's been bearing it on goal a few too many times in this game for him to not have a goal yet.
The one that literally was 2 yards
and
out.
That's the biggest change for Liverpool. Because if that's Sadio Mane, if that's Diogo Jota, if that's Roberto Firmino, Liverpool have goals. And that's been their problem this season. At times this season they haven't been 2-0 up getting to that point where they're getting balls over the top. And Núñez doesn't finish the chances that their forwards did.
I mean, frustration for
still got
Emery, frustration for the fans. because it's not as I said during the first half, it's not tactics, it's not systems, nothing. It's just the person on the pitch have let each other down and let the team down.
We discussed Villa a lot. For Liverpool, they've obviously 2-0 up right now, but how would you structure their team when everyone's fit? What do you think the best front three is, basically?
Diaz, Jota, Salah.
Yeah? I feel that... harsh on Nunez, maybe.
No.
Because I like Jota. He was fine. But would you not favour a Nunez or a Firmino through the middle? I mean, they'll definitely rotate, obviously, but what do you think is their strongest option? If you ask me that, then I'd be thinking maybe Firmino. But he's had a very good season so far.
Diaz is a big miss. Because he was the one man when at the start of the season when they weren't performing well that he was. I look back to the Palace game; they were out of that game. They were nowhere near that game.
He
picked up the ball.
Wild card. He's your ace.
Yeah.
You know, he'll find a goal out of nothing. He creates magic moments. I think he is just a really talented player. Luis Diaz is a very exciting player, and he can create a surprise. They miss that at the moment. They miss his explosive nature. Salah is very much a sensational finisher and a brilliant dribbler, brilliant in behind. What they need from a striker is someone that will set them both up. And I feel Firmino, therefore, is probably their best option.
Yeah.
If Nunez can learn to pass, then maybe you put Nunez can start from. But I mean, at the moment, they've got no choice. Firmino's out injured, Jota's out injured, Diaz is out injured. Not so much from the Ox tonight. Would you change? Would you not be starting Fabio Carvalho in that role?
That is true. The Ox is a strange one for me. I don't really know why.
You've got Harvey Elliott sat on the bench, presumably. I'll have a look. I don't know if he's injured as well, maybe.
Yeah, I am surprised.
No, Harvey Elliott, Fabio Carvalho both sat on the bench tonight. Would you not have potentially favoured them over Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain?
I'd have gone Carvalho.
I'd definitely bring in Carvalho if the Ox continues to do not a lot.
Has he actually touched it? I remember the one dribble where 3 Villa players tried to tackle him and they failed.
Yeah, he's got the lowest rating on the Liverpool team of a 6.4. When your team's 2-0 up.
Yeah, as I said, who's got the lowest rating overall?
That'll be Luca Digne, 5.9.
I'm not surprised. He's
the only player under a 6.
He has struggled against
no
Salah.
one on the Villa team's ahead of Robin Olsen on a 6.7.
Olsen's got the highest.
He's made some big saves. Like considering Darwin Núñez was bearing it on goal and that he hasn't scored.
Yeah, and to be fair, I guess yes, the other players have got in good positions, but they've missed the chances.
And Olsen hasn't made any glaring errors. Like there's not a lot he could have done for either goal. The first one especially, I mean, he had no hope getting across there. And the second one is fairly blindside. There was 5 bodies between him and the goal and the ball. It wasn't it wasn't stood wild away from his goal.
There's one game after this, Arsenal versus West Ham.
Is there hope for West Ham? Do you think they can pull off an upset?
No.
Really? Did you not put Jared Bowen in your fantasy team?
I did, but he's on the bench.
Why?
I don't know.
You got an 8 mil asset and you benched him.
And Eze's in my team on 1.
Brilliant.
Actually, Fulham.
You wonder why you struggle at FPL and then do things like that. I mean, you've done better than me this year, so can't really talk.
Shut up.
But just you wait. My team is going to kill it from now on.
Alright, we'll see.
We will indeed. We're about to get underway. We're not. They're still warming up. What do we want to talk about for the last 5 minutes? Or second half gets underway.
I guess more. Do we talk earlier?
We can if you want.
The games we've seen. Tottenham, lucky.
Yeah.
Very lucky, I think.
Deserved, I'd argue, they're the draw.
Yes. Brentford threw it away. But decent, but again, poor result really from a Tottenham point of view.
It's a classic Tottenham display though. I didn't expect anything different.
Kane obviously now breaking records. He's scored against every single Premier League side he's ever faced.
And he has always scored on Boxing Day.
Yeah.
And he maintains that, and he becomes the highest scoring player in the history of Boxing Day. He was tied with Robbie Fowler. I don't think Fowler's going to get any more, so he's record's in safe hands.
This win puts Liverpool in 6th. That's not bad. So they're torrid start of the season. And from a Chelsea point of view, puts them in, just puts us in a horrible position.
Well, we're now 9th thanks to Fulham's 3-0. 3-0? Yes, 3-0 win over Crystal Palace earlier. Which Alexander Mitrovic got a goal and 2 assists. Yay, buzzing. So that puts Chelsea 9th. And yeah.
It's not great.
No, Chelsea play tomorrow though. They face Bournemouth.
Bigly, Palace gave it to them. Down 9 men
You
in
know.
the end. Mitchell got sent off. James Tompkins got sent off.
Chelsea have got to win 6-0 to go up to 7th. And
That's
ahead
doable.
of Brighton.
That's doable.
It is doable, but it's not going to happen. They've got to win
Oh, no.
by at least 2-0 to go ahead of Fulham. As for Aston Villa, they're 12th in the league. They're dropping today after Brentford win over Tottenham. Bournemouth below them could rise ahead if they manage to beat Chelsea. Leeds 2 games in hand and 3 points behind them. Leeds, one of those will be Manchester City though. So
Villa will win today. Could have gone level with Chelsea.
yeah, they could have.
Wow. Teams come out for the second half now.
Well, they still could if they score 3 goals in the last 45
And it's going to happen.
minutes. Speaking of the last 45, we're about to get underway here. So, people, get excited. I don't know. If you're sat there on on Boxing Day evening, you've got some food in front of you. Get excited for this last 45 minutes. Hopefully we'll see a banger before Arsenal West Ham later this evening. Right. Looks like it'll be Liverpool get a start for the second half. And I'll give a quick update on the poll in chat. It's 29 votes, 24% to Aston Villa. That has diminished quickly. 72% to Liverpool and 3% opting for a draw. No changes to either side by the looks of it. And Liverpool get us started for this second half.
That.
Which they are, yeah.
I don't know. It's going to be interesting how that unfolds a Villa. No changes.
They're looking to push on now, Liverpool. They just want to find a third, maybe a fourth, even, and, you know, push their season on from there. Must-win game tomorrow. Certainly is. Chelsea fan.
We'll lose tomorrow in big trouble.
If Chelsea can't beat Bournemouth, how can we beat anyone else? It's a similar story for Manchester United. Nottingham Forest are a team that everyone apart from Liverpool has beaten quite comfortably.
This is good football from Villa.
Now
Watkins in behind.
has released
He's 1-on-1.
Watkins. He's got to finish this.
Yeah!
He does finish this. It's
Come
a
on!
very good start for Aston Villa. And that start will not be allowed due to offside. VAR will have a look. VAR will have a cheeky
I
gander.
think you are off. No, he's not.
It looks
No, he is.
like he is.
Oh, he's.
We'll have a look at. I'm sure VAR
Great
will be
finish.
checking. It's a great finish from Ollie Watkins. Loves a goal against Liverpool, doesn't he? But I don't think this one will stand.
They're still checking it. He is offside.
Quite significantly.
Yeah. Offside.
Well, that is a shame. That could have made this game very interesting. Aston Villa started very sharply. Watkins released him behind and he finished it well. That's good though for Ollie Watkins, for his confidence, and also the fact that we know now what he can do. Ollie Watkins can finish those sort of chances. That's exactly why
A bit of hope for
Emery
that.
deployed him instead of Ings
That will
today.
knock a bit of a
His pace
maybe
behind.
knock a bit of Liverpool confidence, put a bit of worry into him. That's good from Douglas Luiz. Plays it to Bailey. Ref gets in the way of it there.
Bailey looks a little bit all over the place, a little bit road runner
It's
whenever
like
he has the ball
full
at his
nose.
feet. Yeah,
Oh,
and that is
that is-
tragic.
oh,
But
what a Mings.
Mings steps forward and stops the ball going to Salah. Watkins, McGinn switches the
good
play.
football.
Digne options in the centre. Can he deliver this?
He does deliver
He
it.
can. It
McGinn's
falls
right
to
in.
John McGinn, and what has he
he's got to
done?
do better.
What
He's
has he
got to
done?
do better. What is his haircut?
The
like?
captain just heads it into the floor. Aston Villa are. They're going to rue these missed chances, aren't they?
How have we not scored in this game already? How have we not scored?
Here's Henderson. That is the worst ball down the line I've ever seen.
47 minutes into this game, so many missed chances. He's got to do better, McGinn. He has to do better for that.
Here is Ezri Konza.
Frustrating. Just frustrating.
Plays it forward. McGinn
Still can't
heads
call
it
it,
across. Here's Leon Bailey.
I don't know what
Running
he's
up
doing.
Robertson.
I don't know what his plan is.
Bailey
His plan.
tries to cut it back to the edge. Falls to Luiz. Luiz, Kamara. touches it down to Emi Buendia. He plays it out wide. Is Digne going to get there? He is.
Well
it's brilliant from Luca Digne.
That is poor from Buendia.
He gets it to Emi Buendia, and it's into the side netting. But Villa start this second half very strong indeed.
Good.
3 minutes of football so far. 3 shots on target.
Against Liverpool, you have to take one of these chances.
That one wasn't, but you know. Three good chances for Villa. They've started to put the pressure on Liverpool.
Oh, this is the...
This is just...
his shoulder.
I don't know what happened
his
there.
Shoulder. But he's got to do better. Got to do better. But really good start, but we need to make it count. Oh, I can't... He's thinking about it. Just hit his shoulder.
Here is Trent. Thiago.
Because if he makes any contact with it, he's so close to the goal that goes in.
Lewis.
Here he is again.
McGinn.
Oh, great dummy.
Makes it down nicely. Take it down.
Not sure if that's the right idea.
Well, Villa still have the ball.
He had options.
Kamara.
Good from Kamara.
Switch of the play. Ashley Young pushes the ball forward and he can use the space. Wants to deliver this.
Great. Oh, that's deflected.
Yeah, comes off Oxlade-Chamberlain. He fights Thiago for the ball. Young goes down under pressure. He's given us a free kick.
Play on.
They wanted to play on, but the fans are not going to get their wish.
That's alright. We've got a set piece. Chance to put a bit of pressure on.
Yeah, it's needing.
Play on here. Lewis got the ball.
Need him in the face with the ball.
Really good start. Really energetic, lively start. Much better from the home side. And realistically, we're only seen 4 minutes. Score here, Villa are right back in the game. And Tyler Mings already had a good game.
40 minutes to play. Villa can definitely mount some sort of comeback if they keep playing the way they have been so
Digne
far.
and Lewis over it. I think it's going to be Luca Digne. Bailey's as well.
Could even be Bailey. No, it isn't.
Don't tell me he's going to knock it out.
Bailey's run away.
Digne.
It's terrible ball in.
Oh, here comes
and Salah now trying to run in behind. Salah is in behind. And here comes Mo Salah. Is Douglas Lewis going to bring him down? No. Salah in behind. Can he score? It's a big save from Salah. It's then hit into the post by Lewis. Olsen does well. Really well there because I don't know why it didn't come out. But Salah, he's upset about something. I don't exactly know what.
That's the problem. From our own set piece, Salah's thrown goal. Am I worried? I thought Douglas
he
was
should
going to
have
pull him down
scored,
and
really,
get
Mo
sent off.
Salah. He should have been looking at Trent in the box. I'll be honest. I cannot believe he's not squared it.
I think Lewis does enough. It is just as he's arriving and it's scuffed by good.
Yeah, he's pushed across by Lewis and then Lewis almost scores an own goal. That would have been brilliant. He stops Mo Salah scoring and then Lewis goes and finishes it.
Olsen wasn't getting there. That was going in. That Olsen wasn't getting there.
And you can see from Lewis's face, he is relieved that has not gone in.
Liverpool corner though, and after a brilliant first 5 minutes from Villa, Liverpool have now got a chance to extend their advantage.
Robertson falls to Thiago on the edge. He can hit these. He definitely can. That's well over. On this occasion, at least.
Back, really good passing play. Need to get back to where they were. Bit of a blip there. Oh, let's looking at Douglas Lewis, man. Henderson, what a pen. Replay again was shocking for Aston, so we didn't get to see.
Here's Olsen.
Knock out wide.
It's just poor distribution.
It's not overhit though. Sorry.
And Robbo's gone round Ashley Young. The cross is good. Well, it hasn't. It's fallen for Fabinho. It's a good strike. He's unfortunately that's not quite whistled in. It whistles past the post. Olsen didn't look like he was comfortable at all to save it, but
I don't think he was getting there.
He got. It's a bit like
if that was going in, Olsen was not getting there. No, nowhere near.
I think he pulled his arms back because he realised it wasn't going in.
I really hope he did.
Didn't want to touch it.
Again, Villa can't get out anyone do that. Don't know what's wrong with him.
Seems to have blood coming from his nose potentially.
Don't know. Head, holding his head now. Coutinho's warming up.
Yeah. That would be a change that makes some sense. Buendia, he's looked all right tonight, just not lack that end product. But
Villa win the ball back.
No, he just seems to have some sort of head injury.
To Olsen. wants options.
Under pressure from
He
Nunes.
gets options and he uses them to...
Digne.
Oh, that's good.
Inside to Kamara. Forwards, it's now with Buendia. He goes to Luiz.
Pretty
Luiz
good,
checks
correct.
behind him to see if anyone's following him. They're not. He goes forward to Bailey.
Can he beat Robertson?
That's lovely footwork from Leon Bailey, but he tries to do too much with it.
Too much. Oh, he's done well.
And he wins it back.
He's done
Can he
really well.
cross it? He does. It's a poor cross. Van
Got to use
Dijk
Ashley
clears.
Young there, though. He's got to use Young.
Liverpool want to attack, but Konza forces the ball off.
Villa
Nunez.
on top second half. Much better response.
60-40 the possession stats in the favour of Aston Villa.
And the thing is that they can then get the hype, get the fans back on side, start to put his Liverpool team under a lot of pressure. And if you get one goal, you can get another. It's just about not conceding is the problem. And right now, ball's back with Olsen, and he's under a bit of pressure. But he goes out to Young. That's good from Olsen. Better distribution second half as well. Poor touch from McGinn, but he does well. He actually used the poor touch to beat Fabinho, but again the pass was just not good enough, isn't it? Buendia.
Thiago.
Oh,
Cut out well by
so
Kamara.
good.
Now it's with Young.
McGinn into Watkins. Spins.
Plays
it
out
to
wide.
Digne.
Digne.
He could get he takes
Comes
it
inside,
he had a go
it's well
caught by
played.
Alisson on his weak foot. It's never really going to trouble the keeper. But again, better from Villa. Much better from Villa. He has to kind of rush it because Henderson's on him straight away. Good claim by Alisson. But really good from Villa.
Yeah.
Trent.
Here's Matip. Plays it across. He's looked really, really good tonight. Andrew Robertson.
Yeah.
Thoroughly impressed. He looks
And now
back to his usual self.
back line being tested a bit now.
Yeah, welcome to the stream. I am Harry. Just with the message Villa washed. I mean, Villa are a little bit washed.
Second half, though, we're much better.
Nunez. Yeah, but they've not scored, and that's their issue.
Nunez.
Thiago, chest touched
Big from
down. I
David.
don't know why he doesn't just hit it.
That's really good from David.
Holds onto the ball too long, and now that allows Villa to break away. Here's Buendia. Luiz. Konza. Here's Young.
football.
Space and time to push this ball forwards. Potentially mount some sort of counter-attack. It's cut out, but it falls to Buendia. He slots
Bailey's
through
in
Bailey.
behind.
Bailey's in behind. Can he do anything? It's
Oh dear.
a terrible ball.
Oh dear.
Just completely terrible ball from Leon Bailey. I don't really know what he's trying to do
Another
there.
waste. Another waste of a chance.
Yeah.
He's
It's not been
onside.
good enough.
He's miles on side.
It's not been good enough from Villa, and
Dear,
he just
dear.
needs to play it across to Watkins, so he just dinks it up in the air.
Dear, oh dear.
Emery can't quite believe what he's just watched,
No.
and he covers his face with his Castor gloves.
I do like this crystal gloves.
Okay. Here's Trent.
Come out defence, looks all on board to Nunez. Mings cuts it out well though.
Kamara. Digne,
Dear.
it's out of play.
Digne's got to get there, I think. But look at that, much
Bit harsh.
much the action being in that Liverpool final third.
Or in the contested
So
area.
we've hardly seen it in the Villa third.
No. In the second half,
Villa
they have had a few moments
need a
where
goal.
Salah was bearing it on goal, forced to save out of Olsen, corner of course as well. But other than that, Villa have been able to camp in Liverpool's half.
Villa. That's saying Villa have to score soon if they do want a chance of getting.
Digne cuts it out,
Two.
plays it into Kamara. Buendia.
Really good football.
Luiz wins it back, plays it forward. Here's Digne.
Puts it in there.
Finds,
Dummies
falls it
falls
back to Bailey.
Oh, he
Bailey.
scuffed it again.
Bad
McGinn's got
again.
it.
McGinn.
Oh, he scuffed it again. Leon Bailey.
Young's gonna
He's
go.
having a poor game. But no,
Chase.
off the ball, he's been brilliant. On the ball,
Here's
his runs
Bailey.
and his movements have been brilliant. But just with the ball at his feet, just not been good enough.
Yeah, it's a few scuff shots for Bailey. It's been a
Luiz.
poor pass, and that's out of
What's he
play.
trying to do there? Why is he
Villa
trying to take?
trying
it
to force that ball forwards, and they can't create anything at the moment. Aston Villa.
Wow, that's
that is
frustrating to
good.
watch. Because Bailey's got to get a shot away.
They can't finish the chances they do create. They can't create any quality
Watkins
chances.
so smart.
And Leon Bailey can't shoot. He physically can't shoot.
Villa fans frustrated. Emery frustrated.
Because they clearly rate Leon Bailey. He's evidently
he's a really
good player.
and he's proven that with his movement.
McGinn
But just
brings it down well.
Shooting his pass.
Luiz.
That's a good ball in. Looking for Watkins.
And it is in the back of the net.
It's one back.
Aston Villa have a goal back. Watkins loves a goal against Liverpool, and he's got one now. It's Aston Villa 1, Liverpool 2. Great ball into the box. Ollie Watkins heads home, and now Liverpool look around a little bit confused as to how that's just happened. But Aston Villa applying the pressure for the last 15 or so minutes, and now they've got the goal they deserved. Trent cleared it up into the air. McGinn brings it down expertly. Plays it into Luiz. Luiz's ball is brilliant. Watkins times the run and then heads it past Alisson. No chance for him between the sticks.
Questions over Matip and Trent defending there.
Yeah.
Again.
Van Dijk asking those questions by screaming at them.
I'm not put a Water, by the way. He knows to go across the keeper. That is a...
There's no Ronaldo in the Premier League anymore. Doesn't mean we're not going to see brilliant headers.
That is a brilliant
We saw Kane against Brentford. That goal was a fantastic header.
That bloke with the glasses and the blue coat was fuming a minute ago.
Ended 2-2. Will this game end 2-2?
3 shots on target for Ollie Watkins, and he's finally got the goal.
That does mean that Højbjerg's scoring in a few
Villa
minutes.
once again. Douglas Luiz.
Yeah, or McGinn.
Or Kamara. Facing the midfielders.
Yeah, but I'd say Luiz is quite like Basuma, bit of an engine. Højbjerg.
Buendia even better. There's a bit of life about Villa now.
Højbjerg and
really good football.
McGinn are very similar players. I don't really know what either of them does.
He's forced it there, Ashley Young.
Well, Højbjerg's actually
just put a little bit too much on the ball. Right idea, but too much on it.
Digne tries to play it forward. Henderson clears it back the other way. Nunez tries to hold the ball up, ends up falling over.
Oh, that's Boubacar Kamara once again.
But Liverpool still coming forward. Thiago.
He's going to foul him.
Nunez. Still Nunez. Can he get a shot away? No, he can't. Tries to pass it across. Then he needs to clear his lines. What is he doing? Young gives it to McGinn.
Also, Chamberlain's down injured. I hope it's not his knee.
McGinn gives it to Watkins.
Villa play on nonetheless. He's got to switch
Watkins
to Bailey.
with 4 forward. Liverpool with 4 back.
He's done none of them.
Falls to McGinn though.
On the edge. Has
he can hit this. It's blocked.
Henderson. He took too long. He dawdled. And now both teams are knackered. But Joel Matip running up there.
Matip is flying.
Stop! Why are we letting him run?
Oh, there's a Villa player down there as well.
Okay, Chamberlain's bent. He's knackered.
Chamberlain's back to fitness. Digne's down as well. He struggled a lot with injuries.
His calf. He's alright
for his career.
If not, we are going to
I don't know what he was doing.
Was he just kicked?
I think he hurt his calf from that challenge there from Salah. Why did he hold on to the ball? Yeah, it looks like he was kicked there from Salah.
Just put your foot through it.
No, wrong from Salah in my opinion. He's trying to win the ball back. Digne's fanning about with it.
He's back to his feet though, so he's alright. But Villa, much better second half.
Watkins, you going to be picking him up in your fantasy team?
I might have to. I wasn't. I might have to be, you know. Might have to be. But wait, Naby Keita coming on for Liverpool.
Fairly expected lineups in Luton, Norwich. Make sure to watch that after this. It's going to be much better than Arsenal. Probably not.
And Harvey Elliott. My guess is Harvey Elliott's going to come on for the Ox here. Elliott and Keita, though, will be coming on for Liverpool in the next break of play. We play on, though. Henderson, he could be one to come off. Salah loses it. Villa throw. Subs won't come on yet. They're not ready.
So we've got 29 minutes left in this. Can Villa...
Yes.
Get a draw?
I don't even know what you are going to ask, but yes.
Here's Tyrone Mings. He wants to take a throw. He's not going to. He's going to let Digne do it instead.
I mean, you're doing that. They've just won the throw 5 yards further up the pitch. Very smart. Buendia lets it run across his body. Does well, but lose out to Fabinho. Luiz gets in there.
Chamberlain worried for his knee again. There just doesn't
Fabinho,
commit.
That's really
Salah.
Good. Oh my god, I thought Dio's going to put him down.
What can he do? Gives it to Henderson.
So did no man's
Nunez just
Young doesn't
never
have to
looks like challenging.
Young doesn't have to put him off there.
He doesn't have to. Nunez put himself off.
He just let the ball hit his...
Nunez never looked like he wanted to jump.
Didn't hit his head.
If he wanted to, Nunez could have easily jumped, out-jumped Ashley Young and scored, but he just went, nah, I'm going to duck instead. Odd one again. Darwin Nunez confuses me as a footballer.
Mings goes long. finds Watkins.
Watkins.
He is looking
fighting
really
away
good
up there.
tonight. Here he comes again. He's got options.
He's got Bailey.
Left and
He's
right.
got McGinn. Uses McGinn. McGinn comes inside.
Slots it.
Tries to pin it back to
Robert, that is a
Watkins.
huge tackle.
Henderson. Trent. Cut out
Kamara.
by Kamara.
McGinn's got it on the edge. What's he
McGinn.
going to do? Dawdle.
Here's Luiz. Digne.
Delivers it with his right foot towards John McGinn. Cut out by Van Dijk. Poor touch from the Ox. He's got scared again and Kamara's
Kamara.
in there.
Lovely turn.
Luiz. Buendia.
Can he hit it?
Wanted to have a go.
No.
Couldn't. Mings. Really good play from Villa.
I have to go.
Building
Good
up.
stream. See you next time, my friends. See you, Chelsea fan.
Thanks for in, mate.
Yeah.
Mings.
Appreciate you tuning in. See ya. We are next live on the 31st on Saturday. So yeah.
New Year's Eve.
Doing all the big
Here's
occasions.
Bailey. Ball in. That one's a better one. Cut out by Matip. Falls to Digne.
Can he cross it?
He plays it. To where? Who does it? McGinn.
To McGinn.
He's
Can he
dodging.
shoot? No.
What's he doing?
Penref.
Why is McGinn taking so long on the ball?
Not a penalty for anyone
Young.
who thought it might be. It is
Bailey.
Leon Bailey.
Ball in. Not great.
It's not
Falls to
bad
Kamara.
though. Kamara.
Does well. Comes up.
Here's Luiz.
Liverpool packed in their own penalty area.
Villa applying the pressure. They look like the big club here. Luiz delivers, cleared by Van Dijk.
Kamara cuts it out.
The feeling is though, if the ball releases
like
it does now,
Young
and
versus
Salah's
Salah. But Robert Olsen's come out and he's smacked it in the air. My goalkeeper. Oh, no,
Matip.
No.
Here is Oxlade-Chamberlain. Gives it to Salah.
It's a 3-on-3.
Oh, Oxlade-Chamberlain isn't offering enough.
Salah.
Oh my
Olsen does
God.
well. Olsen came out
Why
slow
does
motion.
Nunes never run at the ball?
Say, it feels like the game's happening in slow motion a bit. I think everyone's
I know
tired.
you watch Nunes, man.
It's so end to end. It looks like it's just happening in slow motion.
Yeah, and this is the first game back for some. The the seventh game in about a minute for the others. So
it's like Joel Matip, who's just ran the whole length of the pitch.
no, he wasn't. Did he play much? Cameroon didn't go far.
Oh, so Cameron. Oh, man.
That is for
Ball to Bailey's offside.
Bailey is off, but
Yeah.
keep going anyway. I don't know.
Linus says no, you're not going to keep going for some reason. But he was miles off, I called that. Here come the subs for Liverpool.
And while they are, we'll update the poll in chat. It's 30 votes in the poll. 73% Liverpool, 23% Villa, 3% draw. Will these substitutions change that?
Thiago off for Keita and Oxlade-Chamberlain off for Harvey Elliott.
Well, that's an interesting one. Elliot on the left. Guess he could cut in on his right foot potentially.
What does Keita offer them?
Legs.
Yeah, just
Naby Keita's an engine. He's a good carry the ball as well. Very similar to Matteo
starting to
Kovacic.
tire, but there are limited options for Villa in the midfield department.
Well, you could bring
Jacob Ramsey.
maybe Leander Dendoncker into that sort of role. Maybe is Morgan Sanson fit?
I don't know, I'll be honest, I haven't looked at the bench.
Should we have a cheeky gander? They've got Dendoncker to call upon. They've got Coutinho, and that's it. Who's Caden Young?
Caden Young, he's a very young player. I think I'm looking at Cameron Archer. I think for over back for Bailey.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I think, I obviously Ings seems like the obvious choice, but I think if we're sticking with that quick over the top, running behind, you want to go Archer.
I'd also bring Dendoncker into midfield. I feel like you're wasting him by putting him centre half because you've got other centre half.
I think Kamara's looked too good to bring him off.
Yeah. Or McGinn, and you switch to three up front.
Yeah. And then you could bring on a Coutinho.
Or an Ings.
Yeah, and put Watkins on the left. And then Watkins through the middle has been brilliant. But he could
has
cause
been,
Trent
but
so many different problems.
Exactly. If you've got two strikers on the pitch, does that change things potentially?
Bailey nicking it off Keita there. Liverpool, I think they're trying to get back on the ball because it has been.
You could almost have Buendia operating in behind Ollie Watkins or Coutinho in there as well, and you just try and get the three of them to overwhelm Liverpool.
Because to be honest, it's been one-way traffic second half. Liverpool just getting on the ball now though and trying to create a chance, and they have. And Nunes in behind, but it runs through to Olsen.
Ambitious that ball, very ambitious. Didn't look like it was ever going to come.
Especially when the Villa was sitting quite deep, there's not much room in behind. And I know Olsen is very reluctant to come off his line, unlike Amy Martinez, who comes flying now at any opportunity.
Yeah.
That's the problem. I think Mings and Condra are used to that. They're used to turning around and seeing Amy Martinez right behind them. But because Olsen likes to sit on his goal line.
There's been a lot of space either way between the The Villa backline and the goal. Not even the keeper, but the goal. And Liverpool have exploited
Young
that.
looking for the ball over the top, failed miserably.
Alisson's out of his box though. He's able to near inside of his box though. And he will be able to pick that up if
22
someone
minutes
comes
to go.
over to him.
Obviously, from a Villa point of view, we'd love a point, we'd love the win. But 2-1 isn't a bad game. Obviously, it's not the right result, but it's promising signs.
Yeah.
And to be fair, it has been. It's
But
been really
Villa
good from
can't
Villa.
give up. There's 22 minutes to
No,
go.
I'm not
a
giving up.
goal.
I'm just saying.
Only just a goal and they take points from Liverpool.
I still think we win this game 3-2.
Here's Robertson. Elliott creates the overlap.
That's one of those.
Goes inside to
Liverpool still
Keita. Keita now to
I do think
Fabinho.
Villa need legs soon. Especially now Liverpool
Henderson.
bought on legs.
Yeah. Trent. Villa's performance levels and energy levels have dropped significantly, drastically. You could argue in the last few
arriving
minutes.
back from the bench from both teams.
Will we see changes?
As we saw Phil Coutinho go out to warm up about 10
There is
15
certainly
minutes
less
ago.
energy in this Villa performance.
I mean, look how deep they're sitting now. And that's Kamara.
It'll take a few minutes, and then when they make the subs, they'll use it as one last barrage.
Trent, Ballin,
Barrage.
Young, Olsen.
Oh my god, that was a clown show.
He's just got to catch
Young
it. and stop
tries
going
to.
my corner.
I mean,
Young can't believe it.
Young's chest is terrible.
It isn't great.
It's nowhere near Olsen.
But Olsen.
How do you want him to get there? It's poor from Young. Olsen tries to get across to it, and it's a little. It's just above his boot, so
To be fair.
it just skims off as he tries to kick it away.
He probably didn't want to put on target though, Young, in case Olsen missed it. Corner, Liverpool, another chance. We've seen there
Robertson.
how strong they've been from set pieces, and once again, okay, that's still alive.
Keita can deliver. Goes to Henderson.
Don't switch
He's
off
going to cut
now.
it back onto his left. Here's
Switch off
Salah.
now.
Salah.
We
Keita!
failed.
And the shot is far,
In
far
rugby,
over.
he's just scored a worldie.
Whee.
But that is marvellous above from Naby Keita. Just come on, maybe a bit, fresh to the game. Not really adjusted right, and just leathered it. Whatever. We cut back and Bailey's in the Liverpool final third. He puts it into a lone John McGinn. Headed over Matip, falls to Buendia though. Watkins is going to get there as he's going to run out for a throw. Put a warming up for Villa. Someone got back to the bench. That is Coutinho and Donka out on the far side warming up for Villa. And there's one more with them. Don't quite know who it is. I think it's Danny Ings. Trent heads away, only as far as Buendia. Brings it down. What can he do with it? He hasn't been great today, Buendia. That's really good. Lucky there. Ball
Henderson.
going for Nunes.
Tries to play it forward.
Nunes.
Konza lets it come across his body, and then he'll play it across to Ashley Young. Young now. Back inside, here is Douglas Luiz. He's looked good tonight, Douglas. Nothing spectacular. I think he'd be the guy I sacrifice next for Leander Dendoncker, but
Yeah.
a fine performance.
And you can't have two DMs in there with Kamara and Dendoncker.
And that allows you to bring in maybe a Coutinho and go a little bit more free roam with your forwards. And I'd introduce Coutinho and Ings at the same time, maybe with Dendoncker, and then leave your two subs as two more changes for later in the game if you need them.
Konza.
Maybe to shore up again if you get that goal and level up and want to just hold on. Certainly bring Matty Cash on if he is ready to be introduced.
Bailey tries to get to Watkins. It's up in the air. Watkins does
Massive
well. He's done. No way is that a foul.
Ref's given a foul.
No way is that a foul. Goalkeeper action nowadays is ridiculous because that is not a foul. He's just challenged for the ball.
So let's say this. Watkins, he does sort of shove Becker.
Doesn't shove him off course though. That's very soft from the ref. Because that should be a bit of claw.
Equally, if that's Emi Martinez at the other end and Salah does that, you're moaning the other way. So I think if you look at it from a neutral perspective, it is a bit over-aggressive on the goalkeeper.
Flicked on by Nunes to Young.
Well taken, to be fair.
Brilliant touch.
Ball behind him, but yeah.
Olsen. How much Harvey Elliott since come on? and the only thing we've seen from Cater is him smacking over the bar. You'd think the fresh legs are a bit more of an involvement for Liverpool. Especially running against a tired Ashley Young. Buendia brings it down his stride, knocks it over the top. Ashley,
Watkins,
that's surely...
he's brought down by Matip.
Because that's not on the ball.
There are complaints to the referee. The referee not interested in
trying to beat
hearing them.
Mings in a foot race. Mings wins it. Olsen's got to bring it down. He does well. I thought he was just going to... Oh, my God.
Well, he holds on to it way too long, though, and he almost... Thingies and causes Harry to have a heart attack.
From Young. Can he... Bailey can't quite muscle off Van Dijk. Back pass to Alisson. He's had to kick it first time because he's under pressure from Watkins. It's poor. Cut out by Villa. Buendia now. Emery animated on the sideline.
Fabinho hacks it clear. It's now with Ashley Young, though.
Villa just needs one more chance to level up this game.
Lewis Young finds Kamara. Now with Ashley Young. Bailey Young.
Go on.
Gives it to Konza.
Unai Emery is absolutely...
Mings.
Giving his players the orders. Look at that stance, the sort of legs.
Lewis. Konza.
Still, I don't see anyone warming up, but subs look like they're going to come off Villa in the near future.
Bailey.
That's brilliant from Leon Bailey. Still, but again, it's just that final product he's lacked tonight.
That final pass.
That's a brilliant ball,
and the end product.
Take that back.
He's scuffed 2 shots. Yeah. He's struggled to really create any chances, but there's positive signs from Leon Bailey. He's an exciting player, but I feel like he's lacking something.
I mean,
he's lacking that X factor.
He's been riddled of injuries since he came to Villa, but we've seen when he has played, he's a good player.
Salah. Cam release Darwin Nunez. Darwin Nunez driving in behind. He's got to finish this, Nunez, and he doesn't. It's another poor effort. You can add it to this a highlights reel today of Darwin Nunez misses. He's been very, very poor. So many chances running in behind. Darwin Nunez has missed 2 massive one-on-ones. He's also dragged the ball wide on 2 other occasions. Darwin Nunez has struggled today.
It's in between a tiring Young and a Konza who's on the back.
It's a bad performance.
I think Konza doesn't, catching up to him probably puts him off a bit, but that is really poor. I mean, it's walking football at the moment.
Yeah.
They're knackered.
It is laboured from both teams. Both just taking time to recover.
I'm still surprised we have not seen a change for Villa. Because look at Ashley Young. He's just
15 to play.
Ashley Young's struggling. Need to bring on Matty Cash now. If you can. If he's fit enough to sit on the bench, he's fit enough to play 15 minutes.
Yeah, you think you could introduce him now? I'd prioritise though Coutinho. I would prioritise Dendoncker. I would prioritise Ings. Try and make an impact. Try and get a goal. If you lose 3-1, you lose 3-1. If you draw 2-2, that's a massive change. You get your point. So no point now trying to show up defensively for Villa. I would bring on Cash maybe if you get to 80 minutes, 85, you still haven't got your goal, then you still, you bring him on regardless of whether you scored or not.
Are we on course to see the first Premier League this game how we haven't seen a yellow card in, I believe?
Premier League game?
I think we seen a game without a card in any other. We might have a random 3 o'clock.
I was going to say.
I didn't check up on.
Probably at some point.
Plays it into Buendia. Does really. He just tries to get
the ball inside. Go aimed for Bailey, cut out by Matip.
That one's cut by Mings though, and here's Digne. Puts it in towards. Bailey was arriving. He just
Bailey couldn't quite get there. Well dealt with
down. He's
Robertson. I don't know who this is. It's a head injury for Leon Bailey. He's made contact with the studs of Andrew Robertson.
But he did just chuck his head at Andrew Robertson.
It's the fact his foot sort of roll Robertson's foot just lands on Bailey's head. He gets kicked a few times.
I'll say it's a bit battered and bruised, and they're still down. Now, if I'm a Unai Emery, I'm calling my players back from the sidelines.
You make the changes.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly what they're doing. You can see John McGinn walking off.
That's Bailey. I know Buendia's.
Buendia walking off. McGinn staying on.
The players that ran back. And while Leon Bailey's down receiving treatment, I think we are get a bit of water on board, get a bit get a rest. Jordan Henderson's coming off for Liverpool, so Liverpool making the changes, and Trent. So Henderson and Trent are going to come off.
While we have a few moments, I think the Arsenal-West Ham lineup has just been announced. So we'll...
It's Joe Gomez and
Wow.
Stefan Bajcetic.
So is there 2 changes to the centre halves? Or is Bajcetic going to come in the middle of midfield?
I guess they're going to... that is strange.
Oh, so yeah,
Gomez
right back for Gomez, central midfield for Bajcetic. So Arsenal's team is Ramsdale, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Tierney, pivot of Partey and Xhaka, Saka on the right, Martinelli on the left, Captain Odegaard in attacking midfield, and Nketiah leading the line. As for West Ham, it's Fabianski, Soufal, Keira, Dawson, Cresswell defence, Rice captains and Soucek in the pivot, Bone on the right, Ben Rama on the left, Paqueta in attacking midfield, Antonio leading the line. Those are the lineups for the next game. No obvious changes. Do you think though Nketiah will play well for Arsenal?
I mean, it was around this period last year when he stepped in for Arsenal. He's played quite well and he scored a double against Chelsea. So I'm sure he does tonight.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people on FPL backing him. It was between him and Martial for me.
Yeah.
It's not my gamble striker. I thought I'll have Mitrovic as a solid option, and I should have used that option today. But yeah, I've got Martial as my sort of differential, and I feel like he should score against Bristol.
Liverpool only 1 change in the bank now. Bring on a youngster. Bring on Joe Gomez at right back. So that's a direct ball. Watkins brings it down. Big tackle from
Matip.
Matip.
Get anything on it.
Leon Bailey is alright to continue. No changes for Villa. So they've
Bailey.
got all 5 changes to use.
Does Emery know he's got 5 subs?
I don't
Because
know.
why is he not using them?
You're 11 minutes
This
to
is
go.
bizarre from Unai Emery.
Does he back the players that he's already got on the pitch? Does he?
He's got
do
to make
not
changes.
know.
He has
I
to.
really don't know. But I guess if Villa equalise, then fair enough. But
Yeah, I guess.
If Villa don't, especially when Liverpool bring on changes, they might bring on youngsters, but it's fresh legs. And here's Joe Gomez, and he's put a ball over top for Nunes to chase.
Well, Nunes
does
finally
get it.
do something.
That is awful.
He gets it across. It's going to fall
Well. It's
to
gonna fall to Bajcetic. He's
Bajcetic.
still got it.
It's in the back of the net. It's a goal for the youngster. The number 43, Stefan Bajcetic, has finished it, and the lads are buzzing for him. Crowded around by Liverpool players, and you've got to question why Aston Villa did not make a change earlier. Legs are tiring. Liverpool run them rampant, and I can't understand why you haven't made a change. It's truly bizarre from Unai Emery.
But even without the change of players on the pitch, Olsen does well, but he parries it into no man's land. And how has that gone through Mings? On the line. How has that gone through him?
It falls to Gomez. It's a lovely ball at the top from the fresh leg sprinting forward. Nunez does really well to keep it in. Parried by Olsen. Bajcetic takes it past him, and Mings gets it goes through his legs and gets kicked up into the air by his back foot.
And
Digne on the line.
This is a disappointment from Villa because they've been well in this game. I
don't think 3-1's a terrible result, but they might as well throw the kitchen sink at the game now. They've got 9 minutes left. They've not made a change.
And if you look at...
I cannot understand the decision from Unai Emery to not make a sub.
You look at the performance in the second half, it's disappointing to concede again.
Villa looks so tired. And they're going to concede again if they don't make a sub.
Emery's not making subs.
Nunez takes aim, and it's not bad from range.
Nelson didn't convince me.
But why did he shoot from there? This is what I don't get. He makes no sense. What is Nunez doing, man? Why is he hit it from there? It's a good shot, though. It's a really good shot. It's not on target, but it's a good effort.
But Villa are tired. It's the first Premier League game back.
Bajcetic runs it back again. He's changed the game with his energy.
He's made no changes.
Gomez changes around with his clownery.
I love Emery, but I can't understand. These players haven't played a competitive game for 3-4 weeks. They can't all last 90 minutes. No changes. And now some of the Villa players are
someone's stripping off.
It's too late. It's too late.
Maybe they're going home.
Because you're in the game at 2-1. 3-1, you're out of it.
Yeah, so 2 changes it looks like for Villa now.
Too late. It's just too late.
But at 82 minutes, now needing 2 goals rather than just the 1, seems all but hopeless now. Here's Matip. And at the moment, I have smashed it with the prediction, by the way, so just good at what I do, innit?
McGinn.
Didn't call Stefan Bajkatic scoring, though.
Ref says he weren't fouled there.
And here's Nunez. It could be 4.
Young
That's a poor challenge from Young. I guess it's 4, right. Robertson fights Young, and oh my god, I didn't think Olsen was going to get down to that one. No one really expected it, but Robertson just cannoned it towards the near post.
Villa have got absolutely nothing now. Absolutely not. They're tired.
Bajkatic wins it back again.
We can't hold the ball. Because
Digne clears.
We can't play football. We're too tired.
Watkins tries to hold on to it.
You have 5 subs. You have the ability to change nearly half of your team. And you haven't used one of them.
Villa fans getting frustrated, but I think the players are absolutely knackered. They love that from Buendia, though. Getting stuck in Coutinho and Dundonka.
Why are you bringing on a DM now?
15 minutes too
late.
Bring
a DM on when we're 2-1 and then we hold on to that. It's last-ditch stuff now from Villa. Absolutely knackered.
Kamara.
He's got nowhere to go, though, because he's got no options and he's out.
The battle of 43 and 44 in the midfield is exciting. 2 high numbers. Here's Salah.
Dorsey's gone down.
He's in a good position, tries to get it forward. And then Bajkatic goes in.
Bring on the subs.
Aggressive with Kamara. And now they are going to make the changes. Coutinho, Ings and then Dundonka a triple change. The change I suggested 15 minutes ago. Finally, Emery's making some changes.
Way too late. Way too late.
And they're going to get 5 Premier League minutes. Kamara off.
For Coutinho.
The fans of Leon Bailey. That is a mare. But he is going to come off anyway. Kamara, Buendia, Bailey.
Thing is, they make these changes when you're 2-1 down and you make a competitive game. Make it when you're 3-1 down, completely pointless.
Bailey's been full of energy tonight. He's looked electric, but not really good enough. Not direct.
And it's annoying because it's been a good performance. I'm happy with the performance. But the way the game was going, I mean, Liverpool should bring on children now.
One more goal, Liverpool, says Thelina. I mean, you're spot on if it is another goal. If there's not, I've smashed it. I said 3-1 Liverpool. Yeah. So I'm hoping there's not another goal. Obviously, you will be hoping there is, so your 4-1 prediction is correct. But otherwise, you're very close.
But again, 37-year-old Ashley Young cannot play 90 minutes in the Premier League against a top team.
He can.
Not very well.
Yeah, and you definitely need players that have not had also played 90 minutes around him. Bajkatic, he's stealing the show out there.
Dundonka's getting nutmegged.
And Dyke plays it forward. Digne, here's Coutinho. Back to Luca Digne.
He's still going, Digne. He's been football game a bad rating, but second half he's been brilliant.
I'll see if he's improved his rating. 6.4 now.
Not bad.
No, not as bad. Konza's been had a 6.0 and Mings a 6.2. I think that's just.
That's harsh on Mings.
Olsen with a 7.2. Nunez. Pulls it back to the edge. Bajkatic tries to get a shot away. Luiz gets clipped by Elliott. Surprised that's not a card.
Yeah, still no card in this game from Paul Tierney. Maybe Jurgen Klopp's just hugging a child on the side like, what's going on? They're taking the biscuit now.
That is Ben Doak. I didn't recognise him when they named him on the bench.
So no matter the result, I can still claim. I mean, he's getting a standing ovation.
So he is 17.
Nunez is getting a standing ovation for being absolute rubbish.
He's legally a child, Ben Doak. But he's now coming on for Darwin Nunez.
It would have been awful, and he's still getting a standing ovation. That shows Liverpool standards. He's played like that, and he's been given a standing ovation. Darwin
Nunez has been handed a 6.9 rating.
That is a joke.
That is lower than Luiz's 7.5, Olsen's 7.2, and Watkins is 7.4 for Aston Villa.
That's harsh on Watkins.
Well, 7.4. I thought
disappointing result, but it was a good performance.
You guys so cool. Thank you very much, Thelina. I'm glad you've enjoyed the stream. Hopefully we'll see you in a load more. Chat is usually popping. We have usually a few different people in there. Not many regulars today, but great to have you for the first time, Selena. So I hope to see you in more streams in the future. That's if Harry makes it through this evening without ranting too much about Villa and then cause us blood pressure problems.
Villa were in this game second half.
Yeah.
And from the position at 2-1, we are on top. You should take a point away from the game, no matter who the opposition is. And then just to concede in the fashion.
Good Aston Villa, right? Here's Salah. Goes everywhere and eventually gets fouled.
Yeah, Cons has been poor. I also don't feel anyone with confidence.
Well, not far away from this game. Who is your player of the match? There is only one man you can't really give it to.
Can't give it to Ollie Watkins, can I?
No, he's played well. Ollie Watkins has played well, but it is Mo Salah. He's been sublime, Mo Salah. He could easily, you could easily have given it to Núñez if he'd actually scored the 400 chances he was given. Ben Doak, by the way, that's a brilliant turn. Can he cross it in? Takes it past Mings. Tries to get the ball, and I thought that was coming in, but it was blocked by Tyrone Mings.
I'm just going to get to Robertson for the sake of...
to be fair, Robertson had a really good game, so fair enough. Here, Ben Doak spun.
He is a child.
Digne.
He's a child.
Yeah, the 17-year-old Scotsman. Very exciting young Scottish talent. They've not got a lot. Robertson, Gilmore, Patterson.
How have you not mentioned McGinn?
McGinn's not the promising Scottish talent, and he's not the talisman that
John
Robertson
McGinn
is. Okay. But, yeah.
He's played well, he hasn't.
Salah and Robbo.
Villa have just lacked the clinicality and just lacked...
I can see Robbo put one in.
It's just like in the final third and not...
It's claimed well by Austin.
Bailey's missed so many big chances. When Diaz has misplaced passes. McGinn hasn't been bad, to be fair. Watkins has played well.
Yeah.
But when Watkins gets you back in the game at 2-1...
We've got 4 additional minutes. I'll take a few moments to say, make sure to join us on Saturday. That's when we'll next be live for Arsenal versus Brighton. Should be a good game. Obviously, there is football all this week, of course, as well. The Premier League is now back and it's in full swing. We'll have loads of streams over the next few weeks, so keep an eye out for the schedule, which will be going out on Mondays. Haven't put one out this week, but there will be one from next week onwards. Just keep up with all the content we'll be putting out and all the streams we'll be doing. Here's Digne. Gomez puts in a very random, aggressive challenge, but
it just falls on the floor.
Yeah, here's Ben Doak.
That man's going to score.
Tries to spin Tyrone Mings. It's not going to work. It's Tyrone Mings, mate.
As much as I'm disappointed with the result, it's been a good performance. And if Villa play like
Lewis.
If you just the lack of clinicality in the final third, that can be worked on.
Dendoncker plays it forward. It's well cut out by Van Dijk. Here's Keita.
I think 3-1 does nice Liverpool a bit. So I think second half they've been the second best. Well, especially first half an hour of it.
Coutinho.
Maybe Villa could get another one.
Lewis. Plays it across. It's Tyrone Mings. 2.5 minutes left of additional time. There's still time for a goal for either side. That would ruin my prediction, but maybe we'll get to see a goal. Maybe more bonus, some points if South scores. Darwin Núñez has been handed Amazon Prime's player of the match because Amazon Prime have not been watching this game of football. Núñez missed 400 sitters. I can't explain.
No, I'm sorry.
It defies all logic.
They pressed the wrong button.
To pick Darwin Núñez.
Pressed the wrong button.
I'm lost as to how they come to that decision.
And this is why he's getting away with being as bad as he's been, because people are rating him for doing nout.
I don't think anyone is rating them. I don't know who at Amazon Prime has gone, yeah.
The Liverpool fans gave him a standing ovation.
Well, they're going to give their players a standing ovation.
I wouldn't have. I'd have stayed firmly sat down. If I was a Liverpool fan, I don't lose on my team. He'd have been lucky if he got 2 claps at me.
I'll see if anyone's talking about it. I mean, I've not been impressed in general with what's it called, Amazon coverage, but this takes the cake.
I mean, their microphones have sounded robotic. The people they managed to get on here aren't great.
Everyone's talking about
commentators
him,
are awful.
but this is the comments that I found when you look at him on Twitter. Darwin Núñez has the funniest footballer in the Premier League. Genuinely makes me crease. Núñez's football ability for sure isn't worth 70 million, but his entertainment value is. It's exciting. Andy Cole says people need to stop disrespecting my name after fans compare him to Darwin Núñez. So that's the sort of stuff that we're talking about. He's not played well.
And he's been given the Amazon Prime. I want to know who's the co-commentator that has given that man match. And is it by any chance Steve McManaman?
James Martin, don't know who he is, tries to justify it. Darwin Núñez is man of the match. Man runs his socks off and works unbelievably hard for his teammates. Just needs better decision making and finishing in the final third. He is a striker.
Yes, right. So basically, he needs everything that a striker needs.
I've just watched a child score when Núñez couldn't for ages.
That sums it up. Not even the drinks want to be in this room anymore. Coutinho. This is good. He just ran at a man. He just runs. This man.
That's full time, everyone. Not the most enjoyable game as a Villa fan. No, fair enough.
Good performance, not the right result, and just lack clinicality.
Yeah, I think that's a good summary. I think that's where we'll call today.
Liverpool playing
sort out
well.
your graphics.
First half, second best second half, and probably got away with one in the end.
Yeah, probably.
If Villa can hit a barn door with a banjo, or batter a barn door, that
was all we came up with during the World Cup.
If they could, then Villa would have won the game.
And maybe if they made some subs in a minute before the 85th.
Why? I'm going to have a chat with Emery about that.
Yeah, I don't really know. I maybe forgot what happens. Maybe he couldn't speak English, so he couldn't tell the sub man, "Oi, I want some subs, lad."
The sub man, who's that? Who we don't clarify who the sub man is.
I got float eyes on the board.
Alright.
But yeah, that is all for today. Look out for content for another week. Thank you all very much, by the way, for 1.06k. We've hit that during today's stream, so appreciate that massively. And yeah, look out for content throughout the week. We'll be putting out a podcast at some point during the week, probably later this week, because obviously we've got... Well, actually, no, we might have to do one before the Man City game, but yeah, we'll have one out at some point this week. We'll have, obviously, Premier League predictions on Friday. We might do FPL this week. I know we didn't last week, for those of you that enjoy it, but yeah, might push that again off of the schedule because the podcast will probably go out at a weird time. But yeah, we'll work all that out. Look out for content throughout the week when it comes. It'll always be 10 a.m. unless we are very late with it. But yeah, and then next weekend we're live on Saturday, so look out for that stream page. Will probably go out either Thursday or Friday, depending on how organised I am. But yeah, that is all for today. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.